the start.
So we'll see how this course holds up. It's been groomed. It's been salted a couple times. And according to all logic, this course should be in like immaculate shape as we work our way in. But just like always, it's so tough to come in the back of the pack and really have expectations of getting all the way to the front. But that's not what it's all about. It's about moving up into the ranks, and eventually, over time, you may see yourself in bib number 1.
You never know. Like Nicola Roundtree Williams, a former Colorado Mountain College racer.
That's right.
Who matriculated to the University of Denver, former winner here at the Holiday Classic. Unbelievable. And actually, I was told by several of the racers last night that they actually thought the surface was okay. They thought it was less aggressive than usually. And,
you know, I bet they were running early.
I bet they weren't running in the 50s or later.
Yeah, I bet not. But
here's our first Forerunner, Soren, coming at us.
Oh, look at him. He fell asleep up there.
What? How? I know it's an early morning, but
just a short nap was all.
You got to put an alarm on or something. Look at that. Is that a hairpin to a hairpin? I think it is.
That's a delay.
Yes, it is. Got it.
I know about this kind of stuff.
There you do.
You know.
You do. And do we get a thumbs up from Soren? Yes, we do. Good-looking course. Our second Forerunner is Anya.
Anya's on it. Having a good-looking run up top.
Yeah.
This course seems to be in really good shape at the moment, so that's always good news as you're thinking about crawling into the start, and one less thing to really be concerned about.
Good looking run here from the youngster from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. And Anya, do you give us a thumbs up? She sure does. I believe our next Forerunner, our third runner Forerunner, Adrian Beauregard, coming back from injury. He's just about ready to start racing again. A very talented and promising future for this
he may be on course.
He is on course right now.
Of course.
And look at this. Great skiing right now from Adrian.
I do like that delay, the way it's set.
Yeah, it's very interesting, yeah.
Very interesting.
And do we get a thumbs up from Adrian? Yes, we do. Final Forerunner, it looks like Alex Campaign on course. Should be coming into view any time now.
Here he comes off the road and into that top scary part of the race course. And after this racer, you know what that means?
That means we are ready to rock and roll.
Day 2 of Holiday Classic is officially underway.
Yeah, I love this set. This is a good-looking course here.
Uh-huh.
All right. Our final Forerunner, Alex Campaign. How is it, Alex? A thumbs up? Yes.
All right. That's 4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. Our first racer, Nicola Roundtree Williams, skiing for the Pioneers of Denver. And she knows this hill well. She has won here before, and we're expecting big things from her again. Lily Sewell, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alum. She will be starting second. And the Swedish Rascal, Sarah Rask from DU, will be starting third. She has had very, very good luck here at Howelsen Hill, and also a 2-time champion at NCAAs last year in both giant slalom and slalom. Here we go. Nicola Roundtree Williams on course, bib number 1. And
the last day of Holiday Classic is officially begun.
We are underway. Roundtree Williams, she has the fastest intermediate split, and she, looks so smooth right now. And she must be using some kind of alternative energy to power her knuckle buckets, because we're certainly not getting solar powered today. And we have a new race leader, 39:04. 39:04 for Roundtree Williams. That is the time to beat. Lily Sewell about to come into view. There she is right now. Winter Sports Club alum now skiing.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
She took the direct route, which unfortunately is not the way to go. So it looks like Sewell will not finish.
That is the Montana State freshman.
That looks like it's Sarah Rask will be our next racer. She's on course right now, so we should see her coming out of the start any second.
All these racers reminded.
On course, Sarah Rask right now, Swedish pioneer. And this girl knows this hill. She knows how to turn those skis both directions. Unbelievable skiing going on right now. Let's see how she navigates this hairpin. Oh, big mistake in her. That snow just broke loose from under her skis. Almost went down, but that fighting spirit is alive. Oh, what a scramble, Sarah Rask. Oh.
And the fastest time, 38:49. She was up, she was down. It was true disco dancing, if you ask me. Unbelievable. Louison Acambray, bib number 4, the French skier for the Colorado Buffaloes, stampeding down the hill right now. She was second at the intermediate split. Acambray, she was on the podium last night. Can she do it 2 days in a row?
She was leading the pack after the first run yesterday.
Yes, she was.
Got bumped down a bit, but she made it on the podium.
Oh, another race leader, Acambray, bib number 4, 37:83. Wow, 37:83, our new race leader.
And now it's Mia Hunt, another pioneer coming at us. She's on course. She's at fastest in the intermediate times. And look at her arcing her way through that big delay. I love that set right there. Into a quick little hairpin and on down into the finish line. This is Mia Hunt with a time on her first run, 37:12. And she moves into the lead for Mia Hunt.
Nice job, Mia Hunt. Sophia Totsi, bib number 6, skiing for Middlebury. She is right through there at Coach's Saddle. Good speed coming down here through the flush. The big delay right there into the rhythmical section. She was 4th at the intermediate split. Again, the time to beat right now, 37.12. All eyes on Totsi as she crosses with the 4th fastest time, 38:66.
And now another alumni of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. This is Hannah Soria. She's out on course right now. We'll see what she pulls off in the intermediate timing section. Soria's having a good-looking run. She time on the intermediate was 20.44, 4th fastest at the intermediate. And here comes Hannah Soria down through that big delay, big turn there. Couple more combinations, and she is going to be out and into that final stretch across the finish line. Hannah Soria, bib number 7 with a time 38:23.
Very nice run.
Third spot right now.
Tiana Bruce from the United States of America, skiing for the University of New Hampshire.
She hails from Vail.
Yes, she does. But she is going to get some Eastern skiing in this year. And,
Bruce
man,
is out.
That was gruesome, and I'm not even talking about flowers, man. Gruesome.
That was too bad. Tiana Bruce will not finish
she
that.
She will be a
run.
DNF bib number 8.
The disappointing thing, you don't even get a second run.
No.
You don't even get half your money back.
No. You can't milk your donkey if you don't bring your bucket. You can't get a time if you don't finish your first run.
Right. Now it's Ashley Campbell, though. She's waiting her turn in the start while we get the official word that Tiana Bruce will not finish. And Campbell will be the next racer to push out of the start. She'll be followed by Paige DeHart. Had a pretty good night last night.
Paige had a good heart last night. She really did.
Yeah.
The heart of a champion.
Heart of a champion is right. Here comes Ashley Campbell. She's out of the start right now, and she is on her way. She is a fighting Buffalina, and she is putting all her efforts getting down this hill as fast as she can because, You know, when it gets right down to it.
Oh, no, he is off
another
the
one
course.
in the same spot. Bruce and Campbell both stumble up there in the middle of that upper steep, scary part. And Ashley Campbell looks like will not finish. And we're going to see what last night's champion has to offer up as she climbs into the start. She's wearing bib number 10 today.
Here she is right now on course. Should be coming into view in about 3 seconds. DeHart, bib number 10, the pride of Colorado. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's help her down the hill. Oh, and DeHart gets in the back seat, and she is
she
off.
grabs her helmet saying, oh, my goodness, what did I do wrong up there?
This run is running like a migraine within a cavity, within a vivid nightmare. Right now, this is not a good sign. Paige DeHart is a DNF.
Now it's Alexa Brownlee on course. She's Canadian, and another Buffalina just pushed down to the start, and she's making her way down. And she hasn't even had a course report from her fellow competitors yet. But I hope she sees that this is tough. And the light is so flat out there. It's really, really hard to see the undulations in this terrain, gate to gate, through the hairpin into a big delay, and it looks like Brownlee is smoking it down this hill. Is she going to come in that number 1 spot? I'm going to stick my neck out and say yes. Oh, no.
Right on the flats, losing a bunch of speed.
Big mistake, 6th fastest, 38.95 for Brownlee.
Norwegian Christina Jakobsen, bib number 12, skiing for the University of Utah. You can see her. She's just off the upper steep, dark, scary section. Getting a little bit low here onto the lower breakover, into the hairpin, through the nice delay there, the banana turn, what have you. And she was 3rd at the intermediate split, so this is another good-looking run going right now. Jakobsen hoping to move up on the field into 3rd position, 38.20. 38.20.
And now from the University of Denver Pioneers, this is Stella Buckheister on course right now. I love saying that Buckheister name in ski racing because they are synonymous with one another. Stella really making a big link. She's like banking off of those turns. It looks like that course is softened up. I wonder if we have got a few breakups from, oh no, into that hairpin. Straddles the middle of the hairpin. Buckheister will not finish, even though she crosses that finish line. She had a major mistake up there. That would have been a great-looking run, but Buckheister, we'll have to wait.
Cecilia Pizzinato is our next racer. You can see, and Cecilia goes down hard. She crosses her tips, and
oh, man.
Wow.
So word from our technical delegate on Buckheister is it's officially a disqualification for Miss Gates. So now we know that. What was seemed to be obvious, but you never know until it's all official, and it is now official.
And Pizzinato is officially a DNF. Some tough luck here. And Squeegee, I think you're exactly correct.
Really, that's a first. That is an absolute first.
Yes, the flat light is difficult. We have kind of a falling rain, snow, sleet situation. I'm sure the visibility is an issue. Our next racer, it must be, I feel a cold breeze coming down the hill.
It's a storm.
It is a Storm Klomhouse, former winner here in the Holiday Classic. Klomhouse coming back, fighting back from injury, hoping to get back onto the Stiefel U.S. ski team, and she looks very strong right now.
She is exercising some extreme caution right here. She knows what's happened right in front of her.
Storm Klomhouse looking strong right now, hoping to move up on the field. Bib number 15 crosses with a 39.19, 39.19, currently in 10th position.
Exercising extreme caution. That's my favorite kind of exercise. I've been known to compete in the Olympics in extreme caution.
Exercise. I thought you said extra fries. I was going to be into it.
Guru Hested Vonnield is on course, a Norwegian racer from Westminster College, and makes it across the finish line. First one in a while. 39:24 is her time, 11th fastest. Caitlin Keene, what do you think about this?
This looks good. You can see bib number 17, Caitlin Keene from Ski Club Vale. She dices the upper section here, having a good-looking run. She also must have diesel-powered shin and knuckle buckets to brighten up her run right now. Look at this skiing. She was 12th at the intermediate split. Ashley Anderson from Westminster College has left the start, but this is Keene crossing with a 12th fastest time, 39.37. 39.37.
Let's take a look at Ashley Anderson, our next racer. She's from Westminster College, and she's on course right now, coming through Coach's Saddle. You know, a lot of people we have two saddles here. We have Coach's Saddle, and then we have the Champion Saddle.
We have the leader saddle, the
Yeah,
FM
so
Leighton Sons.
This
We'll
is
see.
Ashley Anderson right now. She is battling her way down, and it looks like the word has gotten up to the start that there are some extremely difficult conditions, primarily visibility. Ashley Anderson, time 40.05. That puts her into the number 113 spot.
Now skiing for Burke Mountain Academy. This is Maisie Douglas, bib number 19. She looks good right now, and she has powered up her knuckle buckets and shin guards to lighten the trail coming down, and she is doing well. Douglas, bib number 19, and Katinka Lunder, bib number 20, has left the start. But all eyes on Douglas, bib number 19. She crosses with a 40.95. 40.95. And I believe we have lost another ski racer, Squeegee.
Really? Katinka Lunder will not finish. That is official at this point. So Lunder was out of there. And Melanie Dahlberg, be our next racer, University of Utah. She is a Ute, and she is well known for being a very speedy slalom skier. So Dahlberg is on course right now, and this is a tough course going on. So, and Dahlberg is out. This is going to be a quick second run. This is the kind of run where the back of the pack's got a huge opportunity.
They sure do. Because the course is certainly not getting very rutted at this point.
Simpler.
We're not.
It's getting more simpler.
It's not getting more simpler, but it's also not getting more rutted. The surface is still very good. Our next racer, Maddie Welling, bib number 22, our first Colorado Mountain College Eagle. And she looks good. She was 15th at the intermediate split. Welling, she'll be followed by Liv Imregi, the great British racer. Oh, and getting a little bit low right before the flats. This is Welling. She scrubbed a little speed there, but she is going to get a first run time of 41.70. 41.70.
Now it's Liv Imregi on course. She is having a good-looking run.
And she is off the course. We have lost another racer, ladies and gentlemen. Please check the back of your milk carton. We have missing racers. And it is a tough course here. I didn't see who set this course. Did you hear that?
Reggie, I didn't pick up on that either.
But they
an expert course setter, I have no doubt.
Yeah. But a lot of frustration. More frustrated than a squirrel trying to open a can of mixed nuts this first run of slalom.
Reggie's out, and it looks like Nadia Lunig is our next racer. She's waiting her turn up top. We're going to do a little bit of course maintenance as we work our down, and I think it would be a really great gesture for those guys to get up there and get a slip on this women's course. It would benefit their racing, and who knows, it might just benefit your racing when it's your turn. So we're on course, and we're back to racing right now from Team Summit. Nadia Lenig on course. She was 16th fastest at the intermediate, and the good news is she made it that far down the course. Here comes Lunig right now having a good-looking run. Kaylee Goforth on course right now. At the start, Lunig across the finish with a 40.30, 40.30.
Steamboat Springs athlete Kaylee Goforth on the hill. Come on, Steamboat. Let's make some noise for one of our hometown gals. Kaylee looking very strong, 16th at the intermediate split. A good clean run coming here from the youngster from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Goforth looking strong. Katie McDonald, Old McDonald, is about to kick out of the start. She is on the hill, but this is Goforth, bib number 25, 40.61. 40.61, moving up into the 15th position.
So here comes, and Josie Trueblood waiting her turn up top. This is McDonald right now on course, bib number 26, and she's having a good looking run. She's arcing those skis. You know, it just pays to be cautious sometimes because you have no chance of winning this race if you don't get to the finish line. All important. So here comes McDonald right now, and she is having a good looking run. She makes her way down as the slate continues to come down. McDonald time 40.39. That moves her into the number 15 spot.
Josie Trueblood, bib number 27, our next racer from the University of Denver. You can see her on the upper steep, dark, scary section, and it looks like she has negotiated that safely into the, is that a flush or a hairpin right there, a coach's knoll, onto the lower steeps through the hairpin here. This is a good looking run. Nice big banana turn there. Trueblood, she was 20th at the intermediate split. Kate Dance has just left the start, but this is Trueblood from the University of Denver, 40.88, 40.88, currently in 17th position.
And now Dance is on course. Dance is
No, she's not. She is not on course.
She is not anymore?
No, not anymore.
What happened?
Well, I think she went alpine sliding.
Snow snakes.
Snow snakes.
I blame it on snow snakes. Dance, bib number 28, looks like will not finish, and that means Sophie Haggard will be on course. Colorado Mountain College ski racer. She trains on this hill. That should be an advantage, but boy, oh boy, the conditions are just really rugged. I think we're developing a bit of a berm on each of these turns, which may be advantageous for some of these later ski racers. We'll find out. Right now, Sophie Haggard, bib number 29, on course. Oh, having a good-looking run through that delay. She stumbled just a bit coming in there, but it seems like all is well. Here she comes into that final hairpin to hairpin combination, and we will be across the finish line. Haggard time, 43.62, 43.62. That's good enough for 20th spot.
And you can hear the sealskin race suit flapping in the wind, and now you can't because Devin Phillips from Aspen, bib number 30, has left the course. They call that in the business abandonment.
Abandonment.
She has left the course. Unfortunately, Devin Phillips, a DNF. That'll bring us to Sophia Falter, bib number 30.
I hope she doesn't falter.
I hope she doesn't either.
With a name like that, you ought to be really resistant to faltering.
Exactly.
Especially in this sport.
There she is, just coming into view.
She has not faltered yet, and she won't falter until she gets to the bottom. That's my prediction.
She is a member of the Wolfpack, Squeegee.
I see
from
that.
Nevada, Sophia Falter. She was 15th at the intermediate split, and that is a good run right now on this course. Through the banana turn, the delay. Getting a little bit low here before the flats. Don't want to lose that speed. Campbell Butzlaff has just left the start. But that is Falter, bib number 31, no problem. 40.88, 40.88 into 17th position.
Campbell Butzlaff, our next racer, another Colorado Mountain College ski racer from right here in Steamboat Falls, USA. She's struggling a bit, but she's maintaining some elevation on each of these turns. This is a great little part of the course right here. That delay gives an opportunity to get everything back lined up, and she has done just exactly that. Butzlaff, bib number 32, making her way down just a couple of gates away from the finish with a time of 42.04, 42.04, good enough for 21st.
If she's Butzlaff, how does she keep her skis on?
Well, she has Velcro.
Okay. All right. Abby Snook, you can see right now, Sneaking down the hill, bib number 33 from Team Summit.
Doing the snook sneak.
And that's right, the snook sneak. And up top, about to blast off, is Hazel Fernley, born and raised here in Skeet Town, USA. The Fern Dog is on course right now, but we are watching Abby Snook as she negotiates the final flush, and she is going to get a finish time here. Snook, 42.67, 42.67, currently in 22nd position.
That's right. Now it's Fernley on course. As we said, a Steamboat Winter Sports Club competitor. She's on course, and she's off course. Man, oh man, I hate it when I say on course and then off course immediately after. Not as much as she hates skiing off course. Fernley will not finish.
Got to be more frustrated, and albino hitchhiking in a snowstorm.
And now we got
Mari Rennick.
A Rocky Mountain All-Star.
A Rocky Mountain All-Star coming.
Yeah, from Ski Club Vail.
All right.
And she is having one so far. Look at her. She's got that balance that you see so often with ski racers like Michaela Schifrin, just totally imbalanced top to bottom.
For sure. Great skiing, smoother than a silk on a shoe shine.
Little
cloth on a shoe
Look
shine.
at her battle her way down through
Mari
the bottom.
Rennick really having one right now. 40.92, moving all the way up into 19th position. 40.92.
Now it's Vivica Deck staying, and she is like fighting to stay in the course on that top part. It is really, really difficult up there, and not that it's less difficult down below. You can see her airing it out off of the ruts between turns, but it doesn't seem to be affecting her ability to get on down to the bottom. This is Vivica Deck staying, Canadian Colorado Mountain College skier, and she's across the finish line with a time 41.47, 41.47, 21st fastest.
Now the great ski racing name, Alaska Speedy, and you can see she is running those plug-in hybrid shin guards, so they still work, and they're lighting up her way.
Look at that.
Oh, no, it must have got dark. It must have gone off for a second because she lost her way.
The batteries did not recharge last night when she unplugged in.
Alaska Speedy, bib 37, is a DNF. That'll bring us to Stella Stinnett. S Squared is on course from Aspen Valley. Should be coming into view in about 4 seconds. Again, Alaska Speedy, unfortunately, not going to be one of ours.
There?
Oh, man.
Stinnett will not finish. And that moves us into Anastasia. Anna Stalker, what a ski racer, what a story this girl. She is the toughest one out here, I have no doubt. Major league mountain bike crash a few years back. She has fought her way. She's a great British racer, skiing for Colorado Mountain College, and probably one of the nicer people I've ever met. This is Anna Stalker right now on course. And look at the fight she's got. All 87 pounds of her is force. She's pushing it downhill. Keep it up there, Ms. Stalker. You're doing an amazing job.
She is doing an amazing job.
Anna Stalker, and she's going to battle it out. She's not afraid of this course. Anna Stalker across the finish line with a time 43.22, 43.22. That puts her into the 25th spot.
Whitney Diamond, also from Colorado Mountain College. Oh, and she gets jammed forward. And she is off the course. DNF Whitney Diamond.
How come nobody ever gets jellied forward?
I don't know.
I don't get it either. Maya Maxon, though, she's going to put it down here. She's on course right now. And we're waiting to see her come down that road. She's off the road into that top section, in view right now. So keep your eyes focused uphill. Here comes Ms. Maxon, and she's having a good-looking run. Really, the back of this pack has a rare opportunity to really, really move up into the ranks for the second run, and that will have huge impact as to when you start that second run. Maya Maxon, man, oh man, what a good-looking run she's got going right now. I like this section of the course with that hairpin into a hairpin. Maxon with a time 40.87, 40.87 to get this all the way up into 17.
Whoa! Maya Maxon, nice job. Sophia Stanley, S squared. Another one of those racers with 2 first names, and she has gone off the course. Oh, my goodness. I think we're going to need to go across the river and get the Catholic priest and do an exorcism.
Yeah, we got, we've already turned the page on the referee report with DNFs.
We sure have.
Sylvana Scott be our next racer. She's a Winter Sports Club alumni, and she is having a good run. And, there's something special about having raced on this hill in the past that really lends itself to success. And you can see it right now. Scott is having a good-looking run. She knows where the tough parts are and how to deal with them, and that's all a result of hours and hours of racing and training on this hill. Howelsen Hill is the coolest city park on the planet, no doubt. Here comes Sylvana Scott right now. Irish ski racers, Colorado Mountain College, 25th fastest at 42.48.
Steamboat Springs owns Annabelle Webster, bib 44 on the upper steep, dark, scary section. Let's help her down the hill, Steamboat Springs, one of our hometown gals.
Oh no.
And she keeps her momentum.
She's still good.
She keeps her momentum going. She's still on the course. Webster, bib 44. She'll be followed by Mackenzie Cross.
Did Webster write that book?
What's funny is she doesn't do the spelling bee.
She knows all the words.
44, Annabelle Webster from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, hanging in there like a hare on a grilled cheese sandwich. 46.61, and she is sitting in 29th position.
Wow, that's getting close. And from Team Summit, this is Mackenzie Cross, bib number 45. She's making her way down this lovely delay that she's just arced her way through. This is some fantastic skiing going on right here. Here comes Mackenzie Cross, and she is just putting it down the hill. Hope she doesn't get one of those braids tangled up in those gates. Cross comes across with a time of 44.15, 44.15, and she is in the 29th spot. A scary spot to be after the first run as we move into the second column of our race today. 63 racers out there.
Steamboat Springs own Rawani Shrestha is on course, bib number 46. And she looks good right now. She was 32nd at the intermediate split. Let's see if she can get a little giddy up going right now and move into the top 30. Shrestha, bib number 46, having a clean run. Going to cross with the 30th fastest run, 45.02. 45.02. She's on the hot seat in that bubble
moves
position.
Webster out of that flip. Now we're looking at Zatorsky from Aspen Valley Ski Club. Caitlin Zatorsky on course and off course. So Zatorsky will add her name to the did not finish list, which is growing leaps and bounds. That means Valerie Cross will be our next racer, and she's waiting her turn up in the start.
And we have Valerie Cross from Aspen Valley. She has started, should be coming into view any moment. All eyes to the top of the hill. And she maybe had some difficulty on the road up there. Valerie Cross.
Man, oh man, look at the damage from that rain last night on the skiers' left side of that upper part of the course.
Unbelievable. Very disappointing. Unfortunately, Valerie Cross, bib number 48, is a DNF. That will bring us to Elizabeth Bergen, who has just left the start from Winter Park, bib number 49, and Grace Callio, bib number 50, from Granite Peak, is in the start house.
You know who I saw out here today, speaking of Winter Park? Jeff Burrows.
I did see Jeff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he never ages.
He even had ski boots on.
What? Must be a secret. Elizabeth Bergen, she's having a clean run, 33rd at the intermediate split. Let's see if she can move up and get into that flip. Right now, Rawani Shrestha is sitting on the bubble position, and let's see if she can maintain that. That is a big advantage on her second run if it holds. Bergen approaching the finish, 47.05, 47.05. into 32nd position.
And now it's Grace Callio from Granite Peak on course, and she's having a pretty good-looking run, you know, coming back from Granite Peak. This skiing out here on Howelsen Hill is a whole new deal, but it's all rights and lefts, reds and blues, and Grace is having a good-looking run, and she makes her way that big little hairpin into that big arc of a delay. Good ski racing going on right now. Grace Callio from Granite Peak, and she is, I like this hairpin into a hairpin combo too. I think that's a clever way to set here. Grace Callio with the time 49:37, 49:37. That's good for for 33rd spot.
Molly Fretwell from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club goes off the course. Oh, talk about your rotten luck. Sometimes slalom makes me sad. Our next racer, Roxy Kroger, bib number 52, the U18 athlete from Aspen Valley Ski Club. Let's help her down the hill. Bib number 52. Kroger, you can see her on the upper steep, dark, scary section. And she is staying in the course. Very challenging conditions here at this day 2 of Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic Slalom. But she is sticking in it. Kroger, bib number 52. Looking strong right now. She also has those hybrid knuckle guards, plug-in hybrids, and she is lighting up her path down this slalom course. Bib number 52 going to get a time 48.47 into 33rd position.
And now the first of the Racing Domino sisters on course from Team Summit. This is Ruthie Domino on course right now, and she is coming at this thing. I know she was at Copper Mountain watching Michaela Schifrin make her spectacular run, and now it's Ruthie's turn, and she is putting it together. She maintains that balance through all the way down. It's nothing but red and blue to the finish. Ruthie Domino with a run on her first time is a 47.56.
Younger sister Eden Domino, bib number 54 from Team Summit, is on course right now. Again, the time that they want to crack is right around that 45-second mark to get in the top 30. Rawani Shrestha is in the hot seat right now. She's holding her breath, looking up the hill as Eden Domino comes in. Bib number 54, and Jessica Hyde has just left the start. We're down to our final 10 racers. Domino crossing with a 44.62 into 30th position.
And now coming at us from Winter Park, this is Jessica Hyde. I knew her grandfather, Ra Hyde. He was quite the cowboy back in the day. This is Jessica Hyde now on course. She skis from Winter Park, and she knows what it's all about. She is battling her way through that delay and having a good-looking run, exercising a bit of caution as is necessary to make it to the finish line on this course. Here comes Jessica Hyde, just a few gates away. She's going to come across that finish line with a time of 48.45 for Jessica Hyde.
And Sarah Fell, bib number 56 from the Loveland Ski Club. She is on course right now. Let's hope she stands up from top to bottom right now. Bib number 56. Hazel Barker, bib 57 from Aspen Valley, is in the start house. But all eyes right now on young Sarah Fell, the U18 racer, the pride of Loveland, hoping to move up on this field. And she looks good, and she is going to get a first-run time of 47.15, by golly.
So it's Hazel Barker out on course right now. She's out of the start, making her way down. Ooh, Hazel Barker is already off course. That moves us right to bib number 58. Mario's Adriance on course. She skis out of Winter Park, and we are about to enter our final 5 racers at the day 1 first run of Women Holiday Classic Day 2. So here we go. Mario's Andrese on course, and she is exercising some caution as we get some, I don't know what's going on our screen, but it's hard to tell what our times are.
Adrianze coming through with 37th fastest intermediate time, bib number 58.
Sarah Laley just left the start, a Loveland ski racer, and says Adrianze with a time of 47.66. 47.66. That means Laley, our next racer, on course. And after this, we will have only 4 more racers to come out of the start, so we can't wait. Man, it's going to be a quick second run.
Oh, and Laley abandons ship. Talk about your rotten luck. She is ausgeschieden. Laley, bib number 59. That brings us to Elsie Bozung, bib number 60, the Aspen Valley youngster. We are down to our final 4 racers. Bib number 60 should be coming in. There she is right now. Diesel-powered chin and knuckle bucket guards, looking very bright right now, helping her, lighting up her path down this race, run 1 of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic Slalom, day 2. Look at Bozung, bib number 60. Good skiing by the youngster. Again, if she wants to pop into the top 30, she's got to come underneath a 44.62. Going to be close. Petra Schmidt from Eldora has left the start, but this is Bozung crossing 49.86, 49.86.
Okay, now we move into our final 3 racers of this first run. Petra Schmidt has just left the start. She skis from Eldora, and she is on course, and she has all expectations. And man, oh man, she is skiing extremely well. And she makes her way down through that hairpin into that big swooping delay, an opportunity to get everything back together. Some big turns as she comes down. This is Petra Schmidt right now, and she is just 3 gates away from the finish line, and she is pushing hard. Petra Schmidt with a time of 47.76. That puts her into 33rd spot.
Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club athlete Naya Brogy, bib number 62, has just left the start. Let's make some noise, help our hometown girl down the hill. Brogy, a young U18 racer, bib number 62. Second to last here, Caitlin Lemon in the start house. But let's help Brogy down the hill here. Day 2 of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic Slalom. She's looking strong right now, very determined to get a second run, and she looks good. 41st at the intermittent split, and here we go, bib number 62. Brogy from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Let's make some noise for our hometown girl. She's going to get a finish time, 49.23, 49.23.
And our final racer is out and on course right now. This is Caitlin Lemon skiing for Team Summit, bib number 63, as the beautiful weather settles into Howelsen Hill here at Ski Town, USA. And man, oh man, what a race it's been. And there has not been very much that's been easy about putting this run together. But these women are battling it out. Our last racer, Caitlin Lemon from Team Summit right now. Put your eyes uphill. Put your hands together for our last racer of this first run of the final race for the women at the Holiday Classic right here in Ski Town, USA. Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. Then it is truly a classic, this ski racing right here. Lemon across the finish line on her first run, 52.09, 52.09. And she comes into 43rd space as she makes it into the second run. So I'll be curious to see what that DNF list looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be substantial. But how about a shout out to our top 5 after the first run? The Rascal, Sarah Rass from the University of Denver in 5th position. Hannah Soria having an incredible season so far, the CU Buffalo in 4th position. Christina Jakobsen from the University of Utah in 3rd. Louison Acombre from France, skiing for the University of Colorado, fighting Buffaloes in 2nd. And Mia Hunt from the University of Denver, former winner here. She is in the first place position. 10:15. 10:30 now? Okay, we're 10:30 is our second run of women here. Second run of women at 10:30. Again, ladies and gentlemen, a huge thanks to our prize money sponsors, David Baldinger of Steamboat Sotheby's Realty, Chris Puckett of Edward Jones, Ron and Sarah Simon, U.S. Hang Glider and Paragliding Association, although I think they've been grounded today, Dan Huber Jr., David Lamb of Edward Jones, the Colgan Foundation, the Kislia family, Gwen Rogers, and Emick Volkswagen. Thank you so much. $31,000 in prize money for 2 days of racing here. The winner of each race gets $3,000, $1,500 for second, $750 for third, $500 for fourth, $250 for fifth, and then we go right into the juniors with cash prizes. Even the first place U18 will get a prize. Unbelievable. We had Murphy Roberts scholarship winners last night. Unbelievable ski racing under the lights here, America's Night Slalom. But we are going to take a short break here again. 10:30, our second run of women's, our final run.
The Winter Sports Club is amazing. It is multi-sports, and it's the only club in the entire country that has as many winter sports as we're able to provide.
I feel like when you ask our kids about their life in Steamboat, their first thing they'll say is, we grew up in the Winter Sports Club.
It's sort of like a second family for me.
The Winter Sports Club, I think, was my upbringing.
I think Howelsen and the Winter Sports Club is one of the best places in the world.
It was almost another parent to me. We spent every opportunity we had down at the Winter Sports Club and enjoyed every minute of it.
Coming here after school and being with your friends and your coaches, it's just an awesome experience.
Almost every huge lesson or experience or great moment that has changed them has happened through the Winter Sports Club.
You know, their notion of creating champions on and off the mountain really resonates with me, and I just think it's an incredible opportunity for the boys to be part of that.
There you go.
Every coach that I've ever worked with, you know, here at Winter Sports Club or see coaches on hill with these kids, from skiing to cross country to jumping to snowboarding coaches, every single one of them brings a large amount of passion and dedication to this sport.
And the culture that they become a part of, again, changes them. And whether or not they're winning or whether or not they want to be an Olympian, they can be the best version of themselves.
We're so fortunate in this town to have so many amazing people help raise these kids.
There's something to be said about growing up in a competitive environment and having the mentors that the SSWSC provided. And you know, I certainly don't think that I would have grown up to be the person that I am today without their influence on my life.
It's so unique and so special, and having seen great places in the world, there's nothing like this.
Really, the Winter Sports Club is appropriate for all kids. Every single kid can benefit from the Winter Sports Club.
We also give cash prizes first through third for the juniors, and also $250 for the first place U18. And then the overall winner of both slaloms for men and women will get an additional $1,000.
I got a question.
Okay.
So, if you're a junior and you win the race, do you get the other junior money too?
Yes, you do.
Wow.
Yes, you do.
That'd be worth doing.
That would be worth doing if you could be a junior.
If I was a junior, that's what I'd do.
Yeah. Big thanks for our prize money sponsors, David Baldinger of Steamboat Sotheby's Realty, Chris Puckett of Edward Jones, Ron and Sarah Simon, U.S. Hang Glider and Paraglider Association, Dan Huber Jr., David Lamb of Edward Jones, the Colgan Foundation, the Kisleya family, Gwen Rogers, and Emick Volkswagen. Want to give a shout out to the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club Gold Support Partners, the City of Steamboat Springs. I mean, they have created magic here this week. It's been an unbelievable effort. Also our coaches, but the City of Steamboat Springs and the Howelsen Hill staff.
That coaching staff needs a gold medal for
They
this
sure
week.
do. Cloud9 Integrated Systems, we want to recognize them. Colorado Event Rentals, Conroy Moving and Storage, Native Excavating, Slifer, Smith, and Frampton Comes Alive, Smartwool, Steamboat Radio, Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, Twin Enviro Apex Waste Solutions, UC Health, and SBNY, and Squeegee.
Man, that's a lot of words you just said.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of thanks, too.
A lot of thanks. But looking at this start list for Run 2, it's like, where'd everyone go?
I know it. They were the smart ones. They're sitting inside undercover,
Unbelievable.
having hot chocolate. And
We've gone from, 74 women? We're down to 42. 42. Unbelievable. But our race leader at this point, a winner here last year, Mia Hunt, member of the Stiefel U.S. ski team and the University of Denver. She is in the driver's seat right now, taking the field to school. Louison Ocambre from the University of Colorado in second. Christiana Jakobsen from Utah in third. Hannah Soria, a Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alum, is in fourth. And in fifth position, Sarah Rask, the University of Denver champion racer. She is a two-time winner at last year's NCAA championships.
so, yeah, unbelievable. You know, and the best part about being a collegiate ski racer at the Holiday Classic,
What's that?
you just finished with finals. You don't have to worry.
Yes, exactly. Finals are
There's no study session at night.
no.
What the heck do you do with that extra time?
I don't know.
I know, but I'm not telling.
Unbelievable. Yes, we've gone down to 42
Believe it.
racers. And boy, a shout out Rawani Shrestha. She looked like she was out of the bubble position, the Steamboat Springs youngster, Winter Sports Club athlete. But she finished 30th, and that means she starts first. She is going to get the cleanest run maybe that she'll have all year right now. This second run, the final run of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic Women's Slalom. Good for Rawani. Good looking field. Again, a lot of cash. $7,250 being dispersed here for this women's race. And it looks like we got snow coming down.
And how about Mia Hunt? Man, oh man. You know, in slalom, where the times are so close together, and she's substantially ahead. What is it? She's 7/10 ahead of her next closest competitor. That's in this game, that's pretty big.
That is really big. In this game and on this hill and in these conditions, it's really big.
Who does she think she is? Michaela Schifrin or something?
Michaela Schifrin, she's trying to be. Aren't we all? My goodness,
Yeah.
aren't we all?
You know,
Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to all the Winter Sports Club alumni that have come home for the holidays, checking out the hill here. We're still here, and we're still doing it.
you can't get rid of us that easy.
No, you can't.
You can
Can't I?
try, but it doesn't ever work.
And you know, I was reminded this week by one of the founders, Chris Puckett, of a sign that's posted up at the start here at Howelsen Hill. Welcome to famous Howelsen Hill. step in the start gate when you're ready to give your very best. And that
says it all,
that
doesn't it?
says it all right now. Yes. Unbelievable. So we're about 2 minutes away from start. We're getting Forerunners into position. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
You know, here's something that I think everybody would be interested in.
Uh-huh.
Got some incredible race photos by a couple of amazing photographers, Tanya and Chuck Coffey. They're out here.
They're the best.
They're here. They got everything from yesterday's race and are posting, or yesterday and today's races will all be posted on their site. So check out these race photos. They are really pretty spectacular.
That is pretty good. Can they find those on the Winter Sports Club website, or where do they? Is there a website?
There is, and I'm looking for it.
Okay. Thanks to Tanya and Chuck again for being out here. We are psyched that you're still supporting this, and I mean, taking some of the most iconic shots in ski racing over the years.
I'm amazed that their cameras haven't fogged up.
Yes.
They must have some of those special cameras.
And I believe we have 4 Forerunners. And our first Forerunner, Soren, in the start house. And I think we're going to start with a clear from the bottom up. We're getting ready here. And it's days like this that remind me that the difference between an ordeal and an experience is your attitude.
Boy, and there's some truth in that statement.
A quote the legendary Cole Puckett. Champions create their own weather.
Really?
That's what he said.
Man, somebody's got a warped sense.
The bus driver again right now, the incredible Mia Hunt, bib number 5 in the top side. And our first Forerunner on, Anya Lunig. Or no, I'm sorry, Soren. Soren is coming at us. And, whoa, getting a little low there, Soren.
Ooh, little straddler. Keep going, though. You're the Forerunner.
Yeah, you got a big turn coming out of that hairpin, and then a big delay again.
Another
banana
hairpin,
turn.
and then a flush, and then it's wide open.
Yes.
Open the throttle and get to the finish.
Do we get a thumbs
well,
up from
it
Soren?
wasn't clean, but it was good.
It was gooder than you or me could do it. Second Forerunner, Anya Leunig is on course right now.
Do you know something about slalom? You could hike from the bottom and make correct passage going all the way up the course to get to the top and go straight to the bottom and your time would count. I just didn't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's the truth.
I'm not sure that's a
I've never
winning
seen
strategy, but
you could do that.
we could. All right. Anya Leunig coming at us right now. Soren Shepard just having come through. Let's see what Anya thinks. We have a thumbs up. Yeah, we sure do. Thank you, Anya.
As long as you didn't come to a stop, of course.
Right. Our third runner Adrian Beauregard, very promising
Accomplished racer,
up and coming racer, coming back from injury. I was told that he's almost cleared. He just wants to get a little more confidence, and he will begin racing again. And look at this, man. This is
judge for the way he's skiing, I'd say he's not very injured anymore.
No, I don't think so. He is looking very strong, and nice job, Adrian. Do we get a thumbs up from Adrian? And we do. That looks good.
And our final Forerunner.
Four racer. I like four racer.
Is on course. That's Alex
Campion.
Champion
is on the course. You can see Alex on the upper steep, dark, scary section. And snow slowing down a little bit, but it's a very wet day out here. Goggles going to be a very important piece of equipment today.
I'd have those peel-offs.
That would be great, wouldn't it? In between, just rip another layer off like Formula One racing. And do we get a thumbs up from Alex? We do.
That's 4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up, and that means Steamboat Springs' own Rawani Shrestha is in the start house.
What an opportunity being the first one down the hill.
That's incredible.
Setting the pace. I'd get to the bottom, crawl right in that saddle, and sit there for a while.
Hey, Laura. Yeah. You still have another Forerunner up next on the thing.
Okay, well, I just registered.
Okay.
Oh, up here? Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not really
Rawani, a young U18 racer, and she's got the opportunity of a lifetime right here, a clean course. She may not have this again for a year.
First opportunity of a lifetime.
First opportunity of a lifetime. Rawani will be our first racer because she was 30th after the first run. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. She'll be followed by Eden
Domino.
Mean
old Eden.
Mackenzie Cross from Team Summit starting 3rd. Sophie Haggard 4th. Anastasia Stalker starting 5th. But our first racer, bib 46, Rawani Shrestha, is on course, ladies and gentlemen. Warm up the mitts for one of our Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club athletes. And look at her go. Rawani looking very strong right now. And my golly, she is first at the intermediate split.
Whoa, that's a big old turn right there.
Rawani Shrestha looking strong through the hairpin right now. Hoping to move up on this field. This is a great looking run, ladies and gentlemen, through the flush. The last 3 gates, Shrestha crossing the fastest time, 41:57. 41:57, the time to beat, 1:26.59, 1:26.59.
And now from Team Summit, Eden Domino is on course up in the start, Mackenzie Cross. But let's take a look at Domino right now, the first of the Racing Domino sisters. And this is Eden coming down, and she is having a good looking run going right now. And looks like they completely appreciate the opportunity that they've earned, actually, to race in this position. This doesn't happen too often in these early years of ski racing on the FIS level. But here comes Eden Domino, bib number 54, and she is in second place with a 43:39 combined time, 1:28.01, and remains in the number 2 spot.
Mackenzie Cross from Team Summit just coming into view on the upper steep. She was 28th after the first run, bib number 45. Look at this fine skiing right now. The upper steep section is pretty fast, Squeegee. This is a faster run than run number 1. Mackenzie was 3rd at the intermediate split. Rawani really having a run right now. She is in the FM Light & Sons leader saddle And that's got to be super fun. Get a photo of that, ladies and gentlemen. But here comes Mackenzie Cross, bib 45, 43.16 into second position. 1-2-7-3-1, 1-2-7-3-1, and Rwani can stay in the saddle.
And now it's Sophie Haggard out there, and she's coming into coach's saddle right now. She's having a bit of a trouble on that big turn, but that delay right there set in the appropriate spot on this course really gives the opportunity to get everything lined out and back together, and she's having one heck of a run. Sophie Haggard from the Colorado Mountain College, she's blasting her way, knocking those poles out of her way. Sophie Haggard with a time 42.76, second fastest combined time 1:26.38, and she is now sitting sweet in that new saddle.
The
down there,
new
the
race
Light
leader.
saddle.
No rest for the weary. Look up the hill from Great Britain Racing, Colorado Mountain College's Anastasia Stalker.
Anna Stalker, probably one of the nicest racers out there on the tour right now.
She was second at the intermediate split, and it looks like she is stepping on the gas pedal right now. Anna Stalker, bib number 39, one of the CMC Eagles, looking to move up. Is it going to be into the first place? Yes, it is. Stalker, bib number 39, a 42.85 combined time, 1:26.07. Hop up into the leader's saddle.
Get in that saddles, Anna. And now we're looking at Abby Snook from Team Summit, bib number 33. She was 25th after that first run, and she's having a good-looking run, too. These girls are skiing so clean, it makes you wonder about some of our Forerunners having so much trouble up there. But maybe those Forerunners just knocked all that loose stuff out of the way.
I think that's it.
That must have been it. Abby Snook, number 33 right now, again, 25th after the first run through that final flush. And here comes Snook across the finish line. Second fastest time, 41.61, and she takes the lead with a 1:24.26.
Woo! Nice job. Sunniva Scott, bib number 43. The Irish lass skiing for Colorado Mountain College. She looks good. She has those plug-in hybrid shin guards lighting up her run right now. Again, the time to beat 1:24.28. If you look at the FM Light and Sons leader saddle, you see Abby Snook looking very comfortable. But Sunniva Scott, bib 43, is going to be a good time, crossing 42.19, just out of it. 1:24.67 into second position.
Now, if you're just tuning in right now, you'd think this was a Colorado Mountain College race. But no, there's racers from all over the country and all over the nation. Campbell Bootsloff, another Colorado Mountain College racer, and she has had a mistake up there. Will not finish for Bootsloff.
That is a bummer, Bootsloff.
That means Maddie Welling will be our next racer, a fellow Colorado Mountain College gal coming at us next. She's on course, and she's having a pretty good, she is 22nd after the first run, and here she comes into view right now. She seems to be holding her own as she gets down that top scary part into the deep, dark hole. Oh, leaning in. And Welling will not finish.
Oh, Maddie Welling, don't be sad, because sad spelled backwards is Das, and Das not good.
Das not too good, no.
Our next racer, Viveka Dekstang, bib number 36, a Canadian skiing for Colorado Mountain College. Another Skeagle is on course. What's your favorite Dekstang?
My Dekstang, Cabot.
All right, Cabot, that's a good one. And this is a good-looking run right now. Dekstang, bib number 36 from Colorado Mountain College. Oh, she gets awfully low right there, losing all kinds of speed. She stays in the course, but she has got to put the pedal to the metal if she's going to unseat Abby Snook from the FM Light and Sons leader saddle. Dekstang from Colorado Mountain College coming at us. Maisie Douglas starting up top, but all eyes to the finish. We have a new race leader. Viveka Dekstang, 41.62, and the new time to beat 1:23.09.
And as we move past the gang of Colorado Mountain College skiers into Burke Mountain Academy. This is Maisie Douglas on course right now. Bib number 19. She is 20th after that first run, and she's having a good-looking run, making her way down into those combination sets. Final flush, Maisie Douglas now across the finish line with a good-looking time. Fastest second run time, 40.95 combined time. 121.9, and Maisie Douglas, you are in the lead. Get in that FM Light and Sun saddle.
Mari Rennick, big number 35. She was second at the intermediate split, the Ski Club Vale athlete. Again, the time to beat right now, Douglas is 121.90. Josie Trueblood just kicking out of the start. But all eyes on Rennick, bib number 35, going to be another good run, another lead change. Maury Rennick, 40.57, the fastest second run, a combined time, 1:21.49. 1:21.49.
In this format where each racer is just slightly faster than their predecessor on this course, their lead will change and change again, offering opportunity for each racer to come down into that number spot. Right now we're looking at Josie Trueblood, formerly of Vail, now skiing for the University of Denver Pioneer, and she is having it. Josie Trueblood, sixth fastest second run, 41.63 combined time, 1:22.51, and she moves into the third spot.
Sophia Falter, bib number 31, the Nevada Wolfpack skier. She is on the upper steep, dark, scary section, looking very strong right now. Acrobatic on the snow even. Falter, bib number 31, fourth fastest at the intermediate split. The time to be Rennick's 1:21.49. This is going to be very close. Maya Maxon from Ski Club Vale has just left the start. But all eyes on Falter. Do we have a lead change right now? No, 41.59, 41.59, a combined time of 1:22.47, currently in third position.
Now it's Maya Maxon's turn. She's bib number 41. She was 16th fastest on the first run, and she is putting it down. She is battling her way down, having a little trouble keeping that elevation. She enters that final hairpin, coming down. She's cleaned up everything through that hairpin, and now she enters a flush, and then it's put the hammer down, get across the finish line. Maya Maxon, second run time, 41.85, eighth fastest combined time, 1:22.71. She's in the number 5 spot. Mari Rennick stays in the saddle.
We are into our top 15 racers after the first run, and that starts with Kaylee Goforth from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. She was second at the intermediate split. This is going to be another close run. Mari Rennick sitting in first with a 1:21.49, but Kaylee Goforth really going for it right now, and she crosses. It is not enough. 41.15, the combined time, 1:21.76, currently in second position.
Now from Ski Club Vale, this is Katie McDonald. Let's see what she has to offer. She comes by Coach at Saddle, and she is crushing it through that delay. Got everything in line. Look at the elevation she holds as she's making her way down into that last hairpin. It's a couple big swoopers into the final flush, and this is Katie McDonald now battling her way into the finish. This is a good-looking run. She crosses with the second fastest second run time, 40.82, moves into the number 1 spot with a 1:21.21 for McDonald.
Our new race leader. No rest for the weary, though. Look at there at Coach's Knoll. That's Nadia Loinig, bib number 24 from Team Summit. She was 10th at the intermediate split. She'll be followed by Ashley Anderson from Williams. But look at this skiing right now. Loinig's going to have to put the pedal to the metal, put a little gasoline on the fire. Nadia, if you want to unseat McDonald, she's going to cross. Not enough. 42.57 combined time, 1:22.87 for 8th position.
And now from Williams College, this is Ashley Anderson. She's sporting bib number 18. She was in the 12th spot coming out of that first run. And if she got what it takes to get in there, she's having a little trouble keeping that elevation, not near as clean as some of our earlier racers, but she is smoking it down here. A lot of times it's hard to keep that elevation on each turn when you're going that fast. This is Ashley Anderson 11th fastest second run time, 41.88 combined time, 121.93, and that moves her into 5th spot.
Katie McDonald's, she's got to be getting some saddle sores. She's been in the saddle for so long. Caitlin Keene coming at us right now from Ski Club Vale. 11th fastest at the intermediate split, and she's getting thrown around a little bit right now. Let's help her down the hill, ladies and gentlemen. Caitlin Keene. Again, the time to beat, 12121. Oh! Whoa. What an athletic move. She breaks her pole, but she crosses as the new race leader, 41.60. 41.60, and the new time to beat, 12097. 12097.
She had a pretty good buffer there. And now let's look at Hestad Vignold on course right now. She hails out of Westminster College, and she is our next racer. We're going to see across the finish. She's looking at that final hair flush, and here she comes whacking those gates out of her way. Sitting in the back seat, but across the finish line. Second fastest second run time so far, 40.73. Moves into the number 1 spot with a 1:19.97, a full second ahead of our former number 1 racer, Caitlin Keene. Now it's Storm Klomhouse.
Feel the cold wind blowing in from the North Pole. It must be a storm coming down the hill. Oh, no, the inhumanity of it all. Klomhouse goes off the course. Bib number 15, a DNF.
So our rate of finish is much better than it was in our first run. And let's see what Nicola Roundtree-Williams, bib number 1 from the University of Denver Pioneers, has to offer. She's on course right now, struggling down that top section of the road, but she seems to be having things back in order. And coming into the intermediate time, she will have the 13th fastest intermediate time, and that makes a little sense. She had a few little problems on the very top part of the course. Here comes Roundtree-Williams, Nicola Roundtree-Williams right now, a pioneer, and she is putting it down the hill. Man, oh man, some of these gals are just struggling with some of this softer snow. If you get outside that track, it is tough. Roundtree-Williams, second run time, 42.50, and a combined time of 121.54, putting her in 5th spot.
Alexa Brownlee, bib number 11.
Is she a Buffalina?
She is a Buffalina. And
oh no,
ladies and gentlemen, we have an Amber Alert. We have another missing ski racer. Alexa Brownlee has disappeared. Bib number 11 appears to be a DNF.
And now from Middlebury, Sophia Tozzi, bib number 6. She was in the number 6 spot after the first run. As we move into our top 5 after this racer, anything can happen on a course like this. So let's see what she's got. Tozzi on course right now, and she is having a good-looking run, coming all the way out from the East Coast to compete here in the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. And man, oh man, what a race series this has been. Unreal. 3rd fastest intermediate time. Is she going to be able to put the hammer down through that final flush? This is some good skiing, and my guess is she's going to be moving to the top of the pile. 4th fastest second run time, 40.85. Combined time, 119.51. And
our new race leader,
Tozzi, moves into the number 1 spot.
Hop into that FM Light and Sons leader saddle.
Now we're into the top 5.
Top 5. The Swedish Rascal. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Bib number 3, Sarah Rask, having trouble off the road right up there. She must have turned into the Alpine slide.
Oh man,
she is a
Alpine slide, but she's doing good. It's fast there. Look at who's just out of the start though. Sarah Rask. She is 4th after the first, or Soria Hanna, excuse me, is 1st after let's start over. She's 4th after the first run. Soria Hanna skiing for the University of Colorado. She is a fighting Buffalina, and she is battling her way down here. And it is so hard to come into this position holding a lead. Whoa, no! And Soria will not finish. She just leaned in just a little too much, got into some of that soft snow. The ski would not hold, and
We're
Victoria
into our
Hanna is out.
top three. Christina Jakobsen from the University of Utah. She was third after the first run. Right now, Sophia Totsi from Middlebury, sitting in the FM Light and Sons leader saddle. But our three fastest racers to go, more pressure than having 2 cups of coffee and a bran muffin, realizing you're in a 2-hour traffic jam. Jakobsen into coaches know right now. The fastest intermediate split, ladies and gentlemen. Christina Jakobsen, the Norwegian, skiing for the University of Utah. Totsi holding her breath right now, wondering if she did enough. But Jakobsen looks very strong. Can we have a lead change? Yes, we do. The fastest second run, 40.18. 40.18. Combined time, and the new time to beat, 1:18.38.
And now it's Lucien Acambre on course. She's a Buffalina. She hails from France, and she is on course. She is the second fastest after the first run, and we are down to our final 2 racers in the top seed coming into the second round of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic, and this is some spectacular skiing. If you remember yesterday, she was on top of the pile when it came after the first run and got moved down. She does not want that to happen. Through that last hairpin and into the final flush, here comes Acambre on course and across the finish line. Is she going to do it? Oh, 7th fastest second run time, 40.97. Combined time, 1:18.80, and that's good for the second place finish for Acambre.
And it all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Mia Hunt from the University of Denver and the Seafull U.S. ski team is on the hill. She had a commanding 7/10 lead after the first run. Mia Hunt looking strong right now. Again, the time to beat. Jakobsen's 1:18.38. Mia Hunt was first at the intermediate split. She's holding nothing back, ladies and gentlemen. Here on day 2, run 2 of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic, Mia Hunt wants to go home with a bunch of money. Bib number 5 approaching the finish. Is it enough? Yes, yes, yes. Hunt, 40.14, 40.14 combined time. 1:17.26. Congratulations, Mia Hunt. Hop up into that FM Light and Sons leader saddle. Whoa, Squeegee, clear the smoke. She was on fire.
Put on your slicker and make yourself comfortable after a run like that. It's going to be hard to beat. As we look at our next racer come down the hill, this is going to be Sarah Webster's waiting her turn up top, doing a little bit of course maintenance, getting things slipped out for our 31st racer out of the start. Petra Schmidt will follow Webster, and Bergen will be our third racer coming out of the start while we have this brief delay for some course maintenance.
Yeah, Mia.
Man, oh man,
Mia
what a race we've had.
Hotter than a microwaved Hot Pocket.
That's hot.
It is hot. Scalding hot. That is unbelievable ski racing. Congratulations,
we lost 20
Mia.
racers off of that first run.
Wow.
That was some tough skiing out there. But now we're down to those survivors, and man, oh man, they are putting it down. You gotta like this. Look at here. We got one of our racers who blew out, is slipping that course out, making things better for everybody coming down the hill behind them. If we had a sportsman award, that would be it.
I'd hand it out right now. That's some serious sportsmanship, and when you pay it forward like that, you know it's going to come back to you.
That's right. Santa will be awful kind to you this Christmas. So Annabelle Webster, Steamboat's very own, waiting her turn up top, just waiting for the jury to say, go, 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 Webster.
And we will start our men's race at noon, 12 o'clock noon. High noon.
Showdown at high noon.
Showdown here. Annabelle Webster has left the start. Let's hear it. One of our Steamboat Springs athletes. Webster, bib number 44. Just coming into view, the youngster from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Looking strong right now. She was 31st after the first run. Looking strong through the big banana delay gate. Oh, getting a little bit low. Let's help her down the hill, everyone. This is one of our local kids. Annabelle Webster. Petra Schmidt has left the start from Eldora. But look at Annabelle Webster, bib number 44. She's going to cross with a 25th second run, 44, 44, 44, 44 combined time, 131.05, 131.05.
And Petra Schmidt now on course from Eldora. And, man, I'll tell you what, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for some of these racers racing further back in the pack. The point structure of this field is off the charts. It's going to be a minimum point race, and this is an opportunity to really move up in the international rankings of your FIS points. Here comes Petra Schmidt from Eldora with a time 47.64, 47.64 combined time, 134.4. And Mia Hunt, you are still sitting pretty in that saddle.
And Elizabeth Bergen, the pride of Winter Park, is on course right now. Bib number 49. She was 33rd after the first run, going through with a 25th fastest split time. The youngster from Winter Park, Colorado. Sarah Fell from Great Britain, skiing for the Loveland Ski Club, is in the start, about to kick out. But all eyes on Bergen right now. Bib number 49, a fine-looking run. She's going to cross 47.18, 47.18, a combined time of 134.23, currently in 26th position.
And we're into our final 10 racers of the second run of the women's second day of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. And it is really, it's happening out there right now. This is Sarah Fell from Loveland, and she is having a good-looking run. And right now, coming from these type of positions, back in the latter part of the field, a survivor from the first run. And it was, no, Fell got a little out of balance, got those skis separated, and she is out, but she did not fall. Now it's Ruthie Domino. From Summit County.
Bib number 53 on course. There she is, coming off the upper steep, dark, scary section. And she looks good right now. Ruthie Domino looking strong, coming at us. She'll be followed by Marlowe's Adrianza, who has just left the start. But all eyes right now for the up-and-coming Team Summit athlete, Ruthie Domino, bib number 53, going to cross with a time 47.21. 47.21, a combined time 134.77, currently in 28th position.
All right, as stated before, Winter Park skier Marlowe's Adrianza on course right now, and she's having a good-looking run. She stumbled a little bit on that first run, but she got across the finish line, and, man, that is so important in a race like this. Finish every run, and you are bound to move up in the rankings. Now it's Winter Park's Adrianza on course and across the finish line with a time of 46.65, combined time 134.31, and Jessica Hyde will not finish.
Talk about your rotten luck. That brings us to Roxy Kroger, who is in the start house. So unfortunately, Jessica Hyde from Winter Park is not going to be amongst our finishers. Roxy Kroger, bib 52 from Aspen Valley, is on course.
Only 5 more to go. And we're going to know who the champion of champions is here at the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic, Day 2.
Kroger looking strong. Very determined to get 2 clean runs here. Kroger, bib number 52, crosses the intermediate split with a 30th fastest time. Kroger, bib number 52. Naya Brogy from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, just kicking out of the start. Kroger, 52. She's going to get a finish time here. She's going to get 2 clean runs at the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. 49.22, 49.22 combined time. 137.69, 137.69.
And now it's Naya Brogy, number 62. She is 39th in after the first run. She's a local Winter Sports Club gal. Put them together. She can hear you up there. Even if you're all by yourself, let's cheer on Naya as she makes her way down. She had the 30th fastest intermediate time, but she's got the time to just really rip it up through that final flush. One more turn to go and across the finish line. Naya's time on her second run, 49.18. Combined time, 38.41.
Now, all the way from the Central Division with Granite Peak Ski Team's Gracie Callio, bib number 50. We're down to our final 3 racers. Callio is on course. There she is. You can see her, and she can hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's help these youngsters down the hill. Callio, bib number 50. She was 40th after the first run. And
whoa! Went upside down. I think she lost a ski. Oh, no.
Looks like a yard sale up there. Callio, unfortunately, going to be a DNF. That brings us to our second to last racer, Elsie Bozung, bib number 60 from Aspen.
She's waiting her turn up top while we pick up some of this equipment scattered on course. Glad to see that Gracie isn't hurt up there.
Yeah.
Very disappointed, I'm sure, but not injured. So
bruised ego is always the worst
ego,
injury.
Yeah. You know, you got shin guards, you got knuckle guards, you need an ego guard too.
An ego guard. Man, you could make a lot of money if you could come up with that.
Now on course, our second to last racer. This is Elsie Brozung from Aspen Valley Ski Club, and she is having it down there. Those sealskin suits that the Aspen racers are wearing, really warm, I understand, and she's having a pretty good looking run. She is steady as a rock coming down. Elsie Brozung on course, and she is gonna, my prediction, she's gonna make it to the finish, and that is all important because you can't win a ski race if you don't make it to the finish. Here comes Elsie Brozung right now into that last flush, and that means just a few more turns, and the Holiday Classic women's section of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic will be concluded. So our final racer up top.
Bozung's time, 48.24. 48.24, combined time 1:38.10. And our last racer, Caitlin Lemon. And when life gives you lemons, you announce their ski race.
Ski like crazy, that's what I say.
Bib number 63. Let's make some noise. A fantastic 2 days of ski racing here at Howelsen Hill, the greatest city park in all of America, right here in the heart of Ski Town, USA, Steamboat Springs. Oh, and it looks like Lemon may have straddled, and she is a DNF. Very sorry about that, Caitlin, but I know you'll be back at it again. Congratulations, again, our top 5. Guro Hested Vognid from the Westminster College. Sophia Totsi from Middlebury in 4th. In 3rd position, Louise Song Acambre from the University of Colorado. University of Utah's Christina Jakobsen in 2nd position. And Mia Hunt, your champion today, day 2, the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic, going home with $3,000 extra dollars. And that's going to buy some nice Christmas presents in the Hunt household.
I wonder what it's like to have extra money. Wouldn't know about that.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't.
All right, so we will be back in a little while for the men's. They start at noon, so get yourself a cup of hot chili and a bowl of hot coffee, and
there we go.
We
a cup of chili and a bowl of coffee.
We'll be back a little before noon to do some more mindless blabbing up here out of the announcer's booth. Runner 1 is Soren Shepard, and he is waiting his turn up top. So,
first Forerunner is on course, ladies and gentlemen. And there he is, Soren Shepard. I wonder, is he involved in Oh Holy Night? Soren Shepard, or are those different shepherds?
Those are different shepherds.
Okay. He's looking for the star of David coming down. Soren Shepherd, ladies and gentlemen. And
also known as the Wise Men.
The Wise Men, that's right. Look at Soren. We'll look for a thumbs up here. Looks like a little bit more technical course. He gives a thumbs up. Our second forerunner, Anya Lunig.
I got a bit of trivia. Do you know who one of the Wise Men was, his name? His name was Gaspar.
Was it really?
It really was.
Wow, one of the Wise Men, named after a famous Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club racer. Anya Lunig, on course right now.
Lunig coming down right now. Having a good-looking run. Fastest on the intermediate. That's pretty good for a forerunner. Ooh, we got a gate leaning over.
Yeah, we
pretty
sure
bad.
do.
And look at
Back
that,
up
popped
now.
Right back up. It's like magic. All we got to do is talk about it.
Well, those forerunners, you know, they're getting the kinks out of the course.
Literally, the kinks out of that gate for sure.
Absolutely.
Red Bull, I think they just scared it back up. Okay, our final forerunner is out on course right now. And you know what that means? That means it's time for the men's final day of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic right here in historic Howelsen Hill. And this is one heck of an event we got here. We are giving away fistful of dollars as it comes down to this last day. And you know everybody, all 89 racers in the field are anxiously looking at getting our hands on some of that loot. So our final forerunner on course, and we will be moving right in with bib number 1. That's going to be Justin Bigetel. He's a stampeding Buffalo from the University of Colorado, followed by a fellow Buffalo, Philip Falquist. And then from Vail, it would be Carson Hume. That's going to be our top first three racers coming in. They may end up being the top 3, too. These guys can put it down the hill.
They sure can, and I am happier than a tornado in a trailer park to welcome you all right now. We are just moments away. Justin Bigetel entering the start house. The sign at the top of Howelsen says, "Welcome to famous Howelsen Hill. Step into the start gate when you're ready to give your very best." And we are expecting nothing less from this field right now. Bigetel is on course, and you can see him on the upper steep, dark, scary section. He has the diesel-powered shin and knuckle bucket to light his way up down this hill, and fastest intermediate time, no surprise there, Bigetel. It is actually quite technical here on the lower steeps. You're not able to let it go until you're through that flush right there. A couple of big turns coming up. Bigetel, I'm not sure, but yes, we have a new race leader. 39:59, your new race leader.
And that may not last long, because look who's next. It's Philip Valquist from Norway and another Buffalo coming down. And he is looking really good as he makes his way past the coach's saddle, coming into the finish line. He is ripping this course up. This is a really good-looking run. It's going to be hard to beat this. And these conditions are about as favorable right now as you can get as we move into the further sections of the course. But Philip Valquist on course, and he's across with the fastest time.
Woo-hoo!
His run 38:20, and he moves into the lead.
Wow, 38.20. That's more than a second and a half almost.
That's
Carson
big.
Hume, Ski Club Vail, just coming into view. Bib number 3. He's looking very strong. Again, Walquist, our winner last night in the running for the overall, and we'll see if lightning strikes twice here at Howelsen Hill for this Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. Hume was third at the intermediate split, coming at us right now. Bib number, and he's off the course.
Hume will not finish. DNF.
Madder than a mosquito in a mannequin factory. Hume is ausgeschieden. DNF.
And now it's Jans Brethen Herland on course, Ute skiing down the course. He'll be the next one. He's out of the start and on course as a cloud rolls in on the top part of the course. Not that the visibility is all that good, but it's really tough up there in the cloud and this flat light. And here comes Herland right now. He's in view, and we're watching him come down. Man, oh man, the athleticism of these racers is beyond reproach as they make his way through the coach's knoll. Third fastest intermediate. Here comes Jan Brathen Herland, Ute, all the way from Salt Lake City, and man, oh man, is he having it? It's got to be those shin guards because that makes them go fast. They can see better. Second fastest on this first run, 38.79 for Herland.
Our next racer in the start house, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alum Jay Poulter, now representing the Stiefel U.S. ski team and a member of the University of Utah Utes. He is coming at us right now. Wow, is he carrying some speed? A former winner here. Ooh, he gets a little back on the tails, but he stays in the course, fourth fastest intermediate time. This is Jay Poulter, ladies and gentlemen. Let's help him down the hill. Looking strong. Again, the time to beat Wahlquist, 38.20. A very fast run here. 39.08. 39.08 into third position.
And now, Christian Oliveira, Sovic. On course, he's a Brazilian racer, and this guy is no slouch when it comes to running slalom. And we're looking at him now on that top part of the course. You know, there's that one little gate right down there in front of all the coaches. It's a bit of a flat section that throws your timing off. You tend to get back, but not Sovic. He just nails that coming down here into that bottom part of the course. A couple big turns as he comes into that final hairpin into the flush and across and out. Now it's just four more big turns and across the finish line. Sovic, he is fourth at the intermediate. He finishes in fifth spot, 39.74 for Sovic.
Lucas Ellis, a Great Britain racer skiing for Colorado Mountain College. Our first ski goal, bib number 7, should be coming into view. There he is right now. Oh, and he is off the course. Off the course goes Ellis, bib number 7, will not finish ausgeschieden.
And now it's Brad Underhill skiing for Apex, and Underhill grew up in the East. He knows how to ski slalom. He knows how to ski firm snow, and he is on his way down the hill right now. He's about only 4 seconds into it, so he should be coming off that road any second. As he comes down, we're going to look at Underhill, see what he does as he makes his way down into Coach's Knoll in that intermediate timing section. That's going to tell us a lot about how he's going to finish. Right now, he is solid on his skis. Here comes Underhill right now. And I know his family is at home right now watching this on live streaming. And that is a ski racing family if there ever was one. Here comes Underhill right now. He was 7th at the intermediate timing, and he is just about down 2 gates away from the finish line. Here comes Brad Underhill with a time of 40.556 fastest.
Pierrick Charret, bib number 9, the Canadian skiing for the University of Utah. He is on course. DU's Thomas Hoffman is in the start house, but all eyes right now on Charest, bib number 9. Good looking run going right now. Through the combination, he's getting the pressure on the front of those skis. No problem there through Coach's Knoll. He was 8th at the intermediate split. Going to have to put the pedal to the metal here. Through the hairpin into the final flush. This is Charest, bib number 9. Again, the time to beat, 38.20. Charest, he's going to cross with the 6th fastest time, 39.98, 39.98.
Now an Australian racer from the University of Denver, Thomas Hoffman, will be our next racer coming out. And he is now on course, and we're going to see him just on that top section. Coming into view right now, some great ski racing going on here. This top seed of men is just really, really spectacular. And I just got to point out, Carson Hume is the only non-collegiate or elite race program skier in our top 10, so that's a big deal. Thomas Hoffman now on course. He is a pioneer, and he's got just a few more turns left to get across that finish line. Hoffman with a time 41.12, 41.12, eighth fastest.
Tommaso Sperry, the Italian skiing for the Nevada Wolfpack, is in the start house, bib number 11. If you're just joining us, our race leader, Philip Wahlquist, he owns this hill right now. He is sitting in first at 38.20, the time to beat. Tommaso Sperry is on course. You can see him up top. Whoa, and getting a little bit inside there. Faster than a nursing home patient near an open door, and he's off the course. Kind of carrying a little too much speed, I think. They're getting a little too direct.
Now it's Jevin Palmquist out on course next, and he is left the start, and he will
he has not left the start yet.
No?
Nope.
Huh. Imagine that. He's in the start.
He is in the start. He's ready to blast off, but we had to take Tommaso Sperry off the hill.
Yeah, well, luckily he can get himself off the hill. We just had to take him off the screen, put him into the what they call a trash bin up here. Not sure that's all that appropriate, but that's what they call it. So here we go. Jevin Palmquist from Team Summit out here on course right now, and he is having a good one. Making some nice arcs, working his way down into that lower section with a lot of combinations in here. A hairpin right into a flush, and then it's wide open into the finish, just back and forth. Red to blue to red to blue, and all the way across the finish line. Here comes Palmquist with a time of 40.12, seventh fastest.
Seventh fastest. Pietro Bisello, bib number 13. The Nevada racer from Italy. He has just left the start house. Julian Arthur, freshman at Middlebury, having a very, very good early season. He is in the start, but this is Bisello right now. And Bisello is off the course. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. More irritated than a lactose intolerant dairy farmer. He is ausgeschieden.
Pietro, nope, it isn't going to work for him today. Now we're going to the Middlebury College ski team, and we are waiting for Mr. Arthur to leave the start as we try to put this course. He's going to be followed by Jack Bowers, and Arthur is out on course. So let's take a look uphill. He's about coming off of that upper road. We should be seeing him any minute, and there he is on the course and having a good looking run. He's starting in the 14th position, and he is in that top seed. So anything can happen with this elite group of men coming out of the top 15. And this is Julian Arthur.
Wow, this is great skiing.
Did you see that? That was like a hip check, I think. I'm not sure what a hip check is, but I think that's what he did. Here comes Julie Arthur, and he is cruising to the bottom. And Arthur finishes up with the 8th fastest time, 40.18. That's a good spot to be going into the second run.
Jack Bowers, bib number 15 from the United States of America. He is on the course. He'll be followed by Magnus Berge Styren from Norway, skiing, I believe, for Vermont in the start house. Bowers coming down the upper steep, dark, scary section. Bib number 15. We want to get people to help slip this out. It's only going to benefit you if you're running late, I'm telling you right now. But look at this skiing from Bowers. 11th fastest at the split. Bib number 15 approaching the finish, and he is going to get a time 40.79. 40.79 into 10th position.
And now from the University of Nevada, Reno, a Norwegian ski racer. This is Magnus Berge Styren, bib number 16. He's on course. He's up out in that top section. We can see him now, and he is putting it down. Little trouble, our course, our chief of race reports on that upper pitch. Need a little snow moved out of the way, but he says overall this course is in amazingly good condition as we work our way down. Right now it's Styren working his way down, 13th fastest on the intermediate. Can he put it together and blast his way through the bottom part of this course? Well, just a little bit of time will tell. Here comes Styren across the finish line with his time of 41-31, 12th fastest for Styron.
And looking up the hill, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alum Nick Unkovskoy, skiing for Middlebury College. He is he just finished the course right there, and I am so sorry, Nick. Unfortunately, a DNF.
And that means our next
Our
racer,
mics are off. Test.
Ute.
There we go. Yes, Nick Unkovskoy, unfortunately, a DNF, bib number 17. Harry Hoffman is on course.
He's a Ute, you know. Don't you know Ute? Don't Utes guys know? There he is on course. This is Hoffman right now. He's an Australian ski racer, and he's coming down. Oh, no. Trouble for Hoffman, too. Right there in the middle of the steep, scary part. Hoffman will not finish. And that leads us to one of my very favorite all-time ski racers. Have you ever heard of this kid?
I have heard of this kid. Bodie Michael Flanagan on his home hill, bib number 19, the pride of Boston College. For Boston, he has just kicked out of the start. Flanagan, a bronze medalist at the NCAA Slalom last year. He'll be followed by Steamboat Springs' own Jeremy Nolting. And it looks like Flanagan is off the course. Oh, my gosh, the inhumanity of it all. A DNF for Bodie Flanagan. That brings us to Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alum Jeremy Nolting from the Stiefel U.S. ski team. And very tough conditions up here, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I think when we found that cage with all the snow snakes in it.
Yes.
And it was open.
Yes.
I would attribute these results. Oh, we got another start-stop. Here comes Nolting. Obviously just mashing some of those gates out of his way.
Oh, and Nolting
goes down.
Oh.
Nolting is out. It just seems that top part where it's a little bit soft, a little bit rutted up as you come into Coach's saddle is really gobbling up these racers. Nolting's out. Peyton Wells from Nevada, he's going to be our next racer coming at us. We'll see how he now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try a little different audio program as we work on our audio from our live announcers, Peter Lemongello and Squeegee Pepperone. Go ahead and take you through the rest of this run while I work through the audio. 20 racers in challenging conditions here at Howelsen Hill, the warmest December weather we've seen in Colorado in my time here. Conditions challenging, not what we expect. So heavily salted snow. It did not get to freezing last night. We've had rain, we've had snow, we've had grapple. Weather right now actually about as good as we've seen all day for these racers. As Peyton Wells waits in the start, little course repair happening up top. Yesterday we had grooves on the hill, but the snow was smooth and consistent. Kind of just ruts, dishes. Today it's a little more holy. It's hard in some turns. It's broken down in a few other turns. A bit of a challenge here for the athletes, and especially a big challenge for those trying to keep up with our current leader at the finish, Philip Valquist, yesterday's race winner, also an NCAA slalom champion on this slope. Peyton Wells, though, he's skiing well. As soon as he's ready to go, racing for the University of Nevada, Reno. Cam Smith has got himself some horses in that Nevada Reno stable this year. So we'll finish up on that course repair work and get Peyton going here in just a few. Appreciate everybody tuning in to our live stream broadcast. It's been an incredible couple days of racing. We didn't know if we'd pull this thing off. Barely coming together in time for the event, but conditions are as good as we could expect anywhere. It's been a challenging start to the season everywhere in Colorado. That extends to most of the West as well. Our top three currently unofficially in third place, Jay Poulter. In second place, Jos Erland from the University of Utah. And Philip Valquist in that top spot. Again, continuing to work on the snow up on the top of the course. 12 finishers out of 20 so far for the men. It's not the finish rate we'd like to see it, 60%. It's a challenging course. This one's got some speed into some big turns. You just saw Knowlton go out where it goes from fast to turny. That's a challenging section. And it does that intermittently top to bottom. While the light is flat, visibility tough, kind of cloudy, gray, dreary skies, there's an opportunity for these athletes. It's been a long stretch. A lot of these competitors competing in NORAMs, trying to dance around, trying to find places to train with limited training space available. And by this point, there's been more travel than normal, so these guys are tired, ready for a holiday break. And those that are strong and can keep fresh today have a chance to really do something special. So we'll continue to do some work on the course, and we'll be back with you as soon as we're ready to send Peyton Wells, our next racer. All right, good news. Course repair is complete, and Peyton Wells is getting ready to go in the start. The University of Nevada Reno racer. Be followed by Nicholas Quintero. Oh, and Peyton out.
Stop confirmed. 21 on course holding, 22 in the gate.
Tough break for Peyton after the long course hold. The crew is working hard to try to improve things up there on the road, just above where we can see.
Start of 21.
That's the notorious race road at Howelsen Hill. It looks like a relatively flat start. It is a road up there, but it is a really steep road. And it's not much of a break out of the start before you come over the breakover onto that steep first pitch. And my guess is it's a little bit rodeo up there. It's narrow. So the women's race this morning, probably creating some cross ruts up there. This course, as I mentioned, challenging the racers tactically. There are variances in speed, sections that are round, turny, and slower, and sections that are very quick and down the hill and direct. So you add some cross ruts, you add some challenging course conditions to that mix, and I think we will continue to see some attrition here in this first run. So the crew continuing to work up there on the top of the course. Nicholas Quintero waiting in the start. 12 out of our 21 racers so far have found the finish line. Our top 5, Christian Oliveira Sovic, racing for the University of Denver in the 5th spot. About a second and a half back of our leader, Justin Bigetel, currently in 4th position, racing for the University of Colorado. Jay Poulter racing for the U.S. Ski Team and the University of Utah in 3rd. Jo Spratten Erland, Norwegian, racing for the University of Utah in 2nd. And Philip Wahlquist holding on to the top spot by 0.59 of a second. Pretty comfortable lead for him. He took the win yesterday. If he wins today, he will not only be today's slalom champion, he will be the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic overall champion, which comes with it a bonus check of $1,000.
He started second, and he had a clean hill and didn't have any difficulty. He sliced things out. They didn't try with this first run.
So you can click out and just get comfortable if you have.
Sounds like we're going to have an extended course hold up there as our crew works on the snow conditions up there on the road. So we'll sign off for a minute and be back hopefully soon for continued action here in the men's first run of the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic Slalom Day 2.
The Winter Sports Club is amazing. It is multi-sports, and it's the only club in the entire country that has as many winter sports as we're able to provide.
I feel like when you ask our kids about their life in Steamboat, their first thing they'll say is, we grew up in the Winter Sports Club.
It's sort of like a second family for me.
The Winter Sports Club, I think, was my upbringing.
I think Howelsen and the Winter Sports Club is one of the best places in the world.
It was almost another parent to me. We spent every opportunity we had down at the Winter Sports Club and enjoyed every minute of it.
Coming here after school and being with your friends and your coaches, it's just an awesome experience.
Almost every huge lesson or experience or great moment that has changed them has happened through the Winter Sports Club.
You know, their notion of creating champions on and off the mountain really resonates with me, and I just think it's an incredible opportunity for the boys to be part of that.
There you go.
Every coach that I've ever worked with, here at Winter Sports Club or see coaches on hill with these kids, from skiing to cross country to jumping to snowboarding coaches, every single one of them brings a large amount of passion and dedication to this sport.
And the culture that they become a part of, again, changes them. And whether or not they're winning or whether or not they want to be an Olympian, they can be the best version of themselves.
We're so fortunate in this town to have so many amazing people help raise these kids.
There's something to be said about growing up in a competitive environment and having the mentors that the SSWSC provided. And I certainly don't think that I would have grown up to be the person that I am today without their influence on my life.
It's so unique and so special, and having seen great places in the world, there's nothing like this.
Really, the Winter Sports Club is appropriate for all kids. Every single kid can benefit from the Winter Sports Club.
Sounds like we're getting closer. We should be back underway with racing here, and Nicholas Quintero coming up next as our crew finishes up some work up on the road. So stick around, we'll be back up and running shortly. We've got our racers back in the gate. Coursework is done. Nicholas Quintero getting ready to do his thing. See how the work went up there on the road. Should be an advantage. A long break. That part is difficult for Quintero, but the improvement of the course
I need you to stop again. First up.
will be helpful. Quintero got through that section, but it sounds like they're going to do a little bit more work on it. Quintero getting back. That's a really difficult section there in the saddle. Howelsen Hill, the closest ski venue to a rodeo arena in the country. And we've got rodeo happening on the hill today as Quintero makes it through the finish, moves into 13th position. A feat just to get to the finish line, the way things have gone so far today. But for Covino, it's going to be another little wait at the start. I'm not sure what's happening up there on the road, what they're working on, if a gate's popping out, if there's a hole that's developed that just won't come together well, and as soon as the racers go through it, is it breaking down more? I can't tell. You have another hold while they continue to work to address that issue up on the top part of the course. Yesterday was a day where it was exciting. We saw a lot of movement in the second run. Skiers early in the flip. We saw some big moves, but in the end, the top skiers from the first run held on to some top spots. Valkos taking the win yesterday. He's in the top spot after the first run today, so he'll be running 30th in that second run. We've yet to put 30 racers down the hill yet.
Left footer blue.
22 racers out of the start so far. All right, we're ready to resume.
On course.
Eric Reinhem Covino has left the start gate. Underway on that top section. University of Denver racer now onto the upper pitch. Carrying some good speed, Covino. Difficult section right here, the delay, some sharp, tight turns through the saddle onto the lower pitch now. Covino, it's been a rough ride, but he's maintaining his speed, maintaining his momentum well. And I like the approach, the attitude. We know conditions are difficult, but he's racing hard, taking risk, putting down a nice run for Covino. And he crosses into 13th position. So now it's Fabio Alesina on course. Fabio, new member of the University of Colorado Buffalo ski team. The Italian racer. Oh, and he is out. Tricky section right at the end of the first pitch as they approach the saddle section. So next up, it'll be Benny Brown. Benny now racing for Dartmouth College. Benny now on course. Axel Lindmeyer getting ready to go next. As Brown should come into view any moment. Here he is. Benny trying to hold it together. You can just see how rough the course is in that section. He's navigated this section very well through the saddle. Benny Brown putting together a nice run in difficult conditions. A frustrating day for Benny yesterday, but this to me looks like a strong performance in these difficult conditions here at Howelsen Hill. Benny Brown from Dartmouth College to the line. Brown will cross into 15th position. Axel Lindenmeyer had a good day yesterday, finishing on the podium for the juniors. The Apex 2100 athlete. He always races hard. This guy, to me, races at the limits of his ability every time. He's always pushing, taking chances, keeping the skis going down the hill. And that's how you've got to race. If you race like that all the time, everything else will catch up. It's the racing attitude that Lindenmeyer shows that is really what stands out for him. And again, it was rough. He put it down the hill, and Lindenmeyer gets himself a good finish into 16th position for Axel Lindenmeyer. Philip Crota now, the Colorado Mountain College Eagle skier, is on course. Crota knows this hill well. Now for the Colorado Mountain College racers and the Winter Sports Club racers this year, not quite as much a home hill advantage because they haven't had the upper part of the hill to ski until now. But Crota's put a lot of laps on it. He knows it well. He skied well. This is a good, solid run from Crota. Nice to see some guys putting it through the finish, and Crota doing a nice job into 13th position. That was a great run. Now it's a University of Nevada Reno skier. Ingebrett Halbergus on course. Getting bucked in that section. See the outside ski flying in the air, but now through the saddle. A little bit back and has to pitch him sideways just for a moment. I thought he was going to maintain the momentum okay. It's steep there, though, so the speed is gained quickly. But there have been a few mistakes for this run for Halbergus as he makes his way to the finish. The Nevada Reno skier will cross and move into 18th position. Jules Barr, his teammate, Jules, the French racer for the University of Nevada Reno. And he now into view. Poor skier, he's put some laps down this hill. He's experienced with this hill, but man, we have never seen conditions of this type at the Holiday Classic. This is just, in March, okay, we might see April. Yeah, really would make sense for April snow conditions. On December 20th, no way. What is going on? It has been so warm in Colorado. Jules Bauer, though, skiing pretty hot on his run. Bauer across in good position. Now here's a guy that was flying yesterday in the night race. Had the fastest first split on that second run yesterday. Made a mistake just below that split. Alec Nolan is carrying speed. This guy is off to a good start this year. If he can just put together runs top to bottom, he's one that's going to make a move. The St. Lawrence University skier spent some time here with the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, and looking strong to me is Alec Nolan as he makes his way. Good rhythm through the final few turns. I think this is going to be a good run. Alec Nolan to the line, and that is well done into 14th position from this point of the race. Good job, Alec. Guy that's not having so much fun here at Howelsen this year at the Holiday Classic is Ryan Herhusky. Tough to see Ryan go out. The University of Nevada Arena skier is a DNF.
Yes, 3-1 will not finish.
All right, our next competitor from Argentina, Milan Grebenar. Grebenar off the first pitch now into the saddle. That delay into these big swingy turns. Grebenar has kept his balance well. Round turns. Perhaps coming across the hill a little bit too much, and he catches his edges, goes down on the side. And Grabenar, rough landing for the Argentinian racer. And he goes off course. That sets the stage for Daniel Ferrucci, our next competitor. Daniel racing for Colorado Mountain College this season. A Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alum. That's some great slalom feat. Ferrucci, when his tempo and balance match the course, this guy can be lights out, one of the fastest guys on the hill. Let's see if he can put it together today in these rough conditions. Ferrucci's going to need to call upon all of his experience to get through that section, barely hanging on through that flush. You can't deny the effort was there. Ferrucci was letting the skis run, but that flush, so difficult, especially with the inconsistent snow surface. It proved too much for Ferrucci today. Fletcher Hutto, our next competitor. Fletcher racing for the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. See the shoulders down the hill as Fletcher tries to will himself down that steep upper pitch. Big ruts in that section. It is tough today for these guys. Fletcher's done a good job onto the lower pitch. Now he comes. Hands on the ground. Back almost touching the steep slope behind him is Hutto, just trying to keep the skis on the course, moving down the hill. Fletcher Hutto skiing well. And it was a wild and rowdy run for Hutto, but he's found the finish line into 21st position. Adrian Minde Hunshammer, the University of Denver racer from Norway, now on course. His teammate Cayman Beauregard getting ready to go up top. Adrian not having the run he was looking for in the first run yesterday, but he put down a really good run outside of the top seat in the second run. That kind of stood out for me. But he does have some slalom flow going. Can he get it done here in the first run today? It looks like a good run to the finish as Hunshammer reaches for the line. Oh, his teammate Cayman Beauregard has gone out up top. Hunshammer, 20th position at the finish. Heading the finish in any position is a good spot to be right now. Cayman Beauregard wishes that he were in that spot, but a tough break for Cayman. Cayman always getting after it. Such an athletic skier. He's got such great feel for the snow, but the snow bucked him out today. And so Beauregard is out. Cooper Iacobelli is in. Iacobelli dancing his way through that difficult section. Nice light touch for Iacobelli on the snow. And he keeps the momentum going. It's not going to feel good today. It's not going to look pretty on the TV. But if the skiers can keep their skis going down the hill, if they are clean, they will be fast. And I like Iacobelli's touch on the snow. I think that was a good run. In a 20th spot he goes. Alex Krupka, here's a guy to watch. Krupka having a good start to his season. The Ski and Snowboard Club Vail racer. A little bit of a bobble there in the saddle section, but he's held it together. Oh! You got a little picture of the athleticism of Alex Krupka there, nearly pulling off that recovery. Would have been an incredible recovery, and he nearly did it, but a tough break for Krupka. He's off course and out. Nicholas Bradford will be our next competitor on course. Bradford, a strong slalom skier from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He's put down plenty of good run on this hill. Let's see if he can do it today. Again, the slope might be familiar, but the conditions not familiar. Oh, and Bradford out on the top. Figure 11s feel better than the slalom turns through these ruddy courses, ruddy turns today. Bradford is out. David Morgan is in. Morgan racing for the University of Nevada, Reno, the product of the Palisades Tahoe program. Very strong technical skier. So here comes Morgan, the technician, getting low. And if you see Morgan getting bucked out of a course like that, you know you've got a rodeo going on up there. It is tough for these guys. The challenge is they've got to take some risk to try to narrow the gap so they're not too far behind Wahlquist for a result. But the course is so rough in doing that, it is really hard to find the finish line. Ricky Shea, he's one to watch, next competitor on course, the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail competitor. And he's another guy that really showing up this year. Ricky must have put in a great off-season. Vail area, longtime member of Ski and Snowboard Club Vail.
On course.
He's going to take all of his experience to figure out these snow conditions. He's a guy, though, that could stick one in there, get himself a good start position in that second run, and find himself a really nice result. But this is the section that is so difficult. Kerwood dancing through the gates. Just see those skis get laid over as he carves the turnaround. Nicky Kerwood hanging on strong. The Boston College racer putting down a good solid run in these difficult conditions here at Howelsen Hill. Kerwood making his way towards the finish. Good to add somebody to the finish column. Here comes Nicky Kerwood to the line. And he crosses Kerwood into 21st position. Oscar Park now on course. Oscar, the Canadian from the Apex 2100 program. Oscar, a guy, too, that's found some good results in the early part of this season. But the slalom may be a bit more of a struggle, although this is good skiing from Park. Keeping that turn done above the gate, linking the sections here on this difficult course. Oscar Park skiing well. If he gets himself into that second run, potentially a good start position, he could really do some damage as Park reaches across the line. Oscar into 24th position. Isaac Motzen now, our next competitor, racing for the University of Nevada, Reno. Gets shot into that delay, makes a nice turn out of it. And this is not bad skiing. Now he tries to run it a bit more direct down here. Let those skis run to the finish. Isaac Mosen across the line. Great to see these guys putting through the finish into 24th position. And see what they can do on the second run. Matty Ice now on course. Matthew Basson, the Canadian skier, racing for Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. He's doing a nice job. Look at him throw himself down the hill. Oh, he's going to ski this backwards. There you go, Matty. Nice move. He linked it together nicely. Cost him a bit of time, but man, he kept his momentum going. That was pretty impressive for Matty Ice. That section just before, he was really letting the skis run. Just couldn't quite hold on to the speed, but I like the approach for Basson. He was giving her. Marcus Stanley now on course. Marcus Stanley off course. Tough break for Stanley. The CMC Flying Eagle. Not going to put her through today. His teammate now, Joshua Nelson. Let's see what Nelson can do. Also racing for Colorado Mountain College. Lots of slalom laps in his legs. Former Buck Hill ski team competitor. It's going to be a straddle for Nelson.
Copy. 47.
It seems like the DNFs are coming in droves. When we get one, we get several. Let's hope Uttendorfer can end that streak. Another Colorado Mountain College racer, another racer hailing from the Twin Cities area. Uttendorfer, a Team Gilboa alum. Oh! And there we go. Another batch. There's going to be a CMC reunion down there on the saddle. Chase Kelly, another CMC athlete. Hailing from Aspen, can Chase put an end to the letters, not numbers outcome from his teammates at Colorado Mountain College? Chase, let's put some numbers on that board. Chase, a guy that can ski fast. The Aspen product has put a whole lot of runs down this hill. A little old school there. Skiing away from the gate, staying over the outside ski.
Just let's get off the palm. I'll get it.
Good and solid. Oh, getting a little bit low for Chase, but keeping it on course. Chase, to me, looking like he is wanting to make sure that he puts down a finish. Crowd excited to see Chase Kelly across the line, and he's going to get himself a finish. I came out when these guys were training, when we finally had gotten a little bit more length on the hill, but it was difficult conditions. Everybody was struggling. Look up the hill, finally see a good run coming down the hill. It was Chase. So the guy knows how to ski Howelsen Hill. He knows how to finish, and Chase into 24th position at the moment. Hopefully gets himself a good start position for that second run from which he can do some damage, because it's really tough. The course is broken up so much. Valquist, our leader, went second when the course was smooth. And for Chase Kelly, it's a 6-second deficit to Valquist's time. I know Chase Kelly is a whole lot closer on a clean course to Valquist than 6 seconds. But that is ski racing, ladies and gentlemen. It is tough to work your way up through the field. You have to make moves from the back of the pack. And one way to do that is to work yourself into position so you get a good clean course on the second run. Hopefully Chase has done that. And you just start to pick away. Alan Kagan will be our next racer out of the start as we repair a gate up on the upper section. Got a set of Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club alumni getting ready to come out of the start. Kagan will be followed by Charlie Welch. These boys grew up here in Steamboat skiing Howelsen Hill many a time. Colin now attending St. Lawrence University, as is Welch. So it'll be fun to see what these guys can do with these challenging conditions here on Howelsen Hill today. We've got a clear course for Kagan as he awaits the start command from our starter up top.
Start your clear to resume. Doing race with 50 on starter's order.
Trees there. We had some trees blow down in the windstorm a couple of days ago. One nearly fell right onto the course. Thank goodness it didn't fall on the Palma. But an old growth tree got snapped about 20 feet from its base by the massive windstorm we had just a few days ago. Here comes Colin Kagan, getting a little rotated and twisted, but his athleticism gets him through that flush that's thrown so many off the course. Kagan now, can he link it up through the bottom part of the course, getting hung up there? Another athletic move to stay on course. I like the St. Lawrence University suits, but I don't like seeing Colin Kagan go out. They reminded me of Christmas and Santa Claus. But unfortunately for Kagan, he is off course and out. DNF for Kagan. All right, here comes Charlie Welch. Multi-sport athlete, St. Lawrence University. He's an incredible soccer goalkeeper. He plays golf in hockey as well. And those deft edging skills, foot to foot, you see from Charlie, were honed on the ice rink and on Howelsen Hill. But unfortunately, he's pointed to the ice rink and not to the finish line right now, and he's going to be out. Charlie Welch, a DNF. Aiden Rafferty Olsen, our next competitor, racing with the Loveland Ski Club, representing Ireland with his AS International Skiing affiliation. Hanging on is Rafferty Olsen. This is tough. It can't feel good for these guys. I sympathize with them. It's so difficult, but man, if they put down, if they can stick with it, they put it through the finish. The second run could be rewarding for them, as about half the field is exited already. Rafferty Olsen is going to reach to the line. He crosses into 27th. Thomas Menon on course, racing for Menon Sports, an alumnus of the Winter Sports Club here in Steamboat Springs. Getting bucked, almost buckled as he comes into the flush up there. That's such a difficult section with the course deteriorating the way it is, but Menon fighting. No quit in Thomas Menon skiing right now as he straightened things out through that flush towards the finish. Linking a nice section together there. Thomas Menon making his way to the line. And Menon across into 27th position as Owen Wither, the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club local, on the course. A trail named after his family here at Howelsen Hill. Wither shoot. Owen has skied a bunch of runs on that. He skied every possible Howelsen Hill line you could possibly ski in his lifetime. And doing well to keep with it. Owen Wither, this is a strong run for the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club athlete. Owen Wither charging the line. He reaches across. And Owen into 27th position.
5-5 will not start.
Owen into 27th. We're starting to get a crowd right around that bubble position for the top 30. But that was good skiing from Owen. The question for him is, are there three guys that have the chops to unseat him from his current position? Porter Savage is going to give it his shot. Porter, racing for Colorado Mountain College. Little different style and technique here for Savage. You see his upper body following his lower body a little bit more. That takes a little bit longer to come around, but it puts him in a good solid position over his skis to carve a good turn. Savage into 29. Spencer Speedy Rachita on course now, the Colorado Mountain College athlete. Burke Mountain Academy and Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club during his junior development years, and now in his last year of junior racing under FIS. He's back home in Colorado, racing for the Colorado Mountain College Flying Eagles. Speedy Rachita. Oh, wow. Oh, man. For a minute there, I thought he might just fling himself with a 360 back over that gate and on course to the finish. He was skiing really well. He was letting those skis run. I like the attitude from Rachita. He wasn't just trying to finish. He was trying to finish fast and just couldn't quite make it through with how difficult the course is. But good effort for Speedy. Van Glantz, another victim up on the upper section. And like it has all day long, one guy goes out all of a sudden. It's like becomes a thing. Seth Montgomery is going to try to stop that thing as he gets ready to go. The Team Summit racer has just left the starting gate up top. Montgomery, a strong skier. I like his technique. Yeah, good balance skiing for Montgomery. He navigates that difficult section well. Strong, balanced, smart skiing. Tactically, he's aware of this course set, doing a really nice job. This is a pro run here from Montgomery in these difficult conditions as he pushes to the line. Well skied, Seth. He crosses into 30th spot. That was a good technical execution of the run for Montgomery. Matthew McDermott now on course. McDermott from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. His teammate Parker Kendrick getting ready to go up top. Montgomery knifing his way through these lower turns. Getting bucked out of the hairpin. That saves it. Continues. McDermott getting pushed wide right before the finish. That's a momentum killer. He reaches across the line. He knows that was costly. McDermott skiing into 34th position. Parker Kendrick now on course. Parker from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. Gets bucked low. Kendrick unable to finish.
61 out.
Skis out of the course. So now it's time for the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club racer, Willem Bradford. Let's see if he can do what his twin brother could not and find the finish line. Nicholas going out high on the course. Willem, another strong slalom skier, the two Bradford boys. Skiing well this year, and I think Willem in particular, he's made some good gains this year, but unfortunately goes down on his side there. The commentator's curse, and Bradford is out. Theodore Kim, our next racer, Colorado Mountain College athlete, knows this hill well. 26 racers to go. We've set 62 down, and only 34 have found the finish. See what Kim can do. As he has now left the start. Colorado Mountain College Flying Eagles. Onto the top pitch now comes Kim. And again, you've got to have a little elevation coming into that flush. Guys, especially right now, you come into that too direct. The course kind of changes direction in that section. So if you try to go into it direct, the short distance between the first gates in that flush goes from about 10 meters to about 6 meters. There's just not space for the skiers to get their turn completed and stay on course. Nico Lewis, our next competitor. Lewis from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. Way through that section. Now let's see if Miko can set up the flush. He does it nicely. It's just a small adjustment, but it's critical. Lewis has done it well, and it set him up through that entire saddle section. Miko Lewis now onto the lower pitch. That part of the trail with the terrain right now, so interesting. Oh, and Lewis's right ski says, I'm done. And that's a shame because Miko wasn't done. He was skiing well. That ski just walked right off. What a tough break for Lewis. Of all the things in these conditions, he was doing his job well. A fail for that binding today. Tough break for Lewis. Matthew Kafka now on course. Kafka from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He was in the top 3 yesterday among our U18 racers. A good day for him. See if he can put down another solid run today. Just see the ruts there, almost swallowing him up. but he's made his way through that tricky flush. It doesn't get easier at any point in this course. And Kafka is fighting. It's a struggle, but he's fighting. Can he just keep it together? This war of attrition, you've got to find the finish. Kafka has done that, so hats off to Kafka for finding the finish line. Our next competitor out of the start will be Lachlan Brady, another Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club racer, a post-grad, attended the Steamboat Mountain School, and big news for Lachlan Brady, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, unfortunately, is not going to be finding the finish today. Next year, he will be going to Notre Dame. So excited for Lachlan. And they do have a USCSA ski program there in Notre Dame. Not much skiing in South Bend. A little trip up to the north, and you can find yourself some training. So see what happens there for Lachlan. Tough break today. Jackson Fretwell now on course. Jackson, another Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club competitor. Jackson had a good run going yesterday before he shot out of the course and shoots out of the course, straddles a few gates in that flush. And unfortunately, we've got the DNF train back on the tracks again. Jack Morris, you got to derail that train. We do not like this DNF train. 67 racers out of the start, 35 to the finish. Jack Morris, let's make it 36. The Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club racer on course, looking strong, coming off the road onto the top pitch. He's got elevation above the gate, trying to keep it moving up the hill. Well done for Morris, stepping through that delay, fighting to maintain his line. Morris working really hard to find that finish line. Let's give it to him. He's got about 10 gates to go. Jack Morris from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club, fighting well on the slopes of Howelsen Hill. Jack Morris skating, pushing, pulling across the line, and Morris has got himself a finish, moving into 34th position. Well done, Jack. Luke Dalton off course up top. It'll be a DNF for Luke. Now Cade Lawton, number 70, will be our next racer out of the start. Cade from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. All right, Cade, your mission today is no DNF train this time. Let's find the finish, Cade. Here he comes into view.
Zero, abandoned.
I don't know how you avoid it. It seems like an impossibility. If the guy before you goes out, it seems like it has to happen at least in pairs. It's Noah's Ark or something. I don't know, but it's not a good trend. Let's see if Wickstrom can find the finish. The team summit racer, Grayson Wickstrom, has left the start gate. Jackson Murphy from Steamboat will be our next competitor to go. Here comes Wickstrom onto the first pitch. The hill's so steep in this section, hard to tell with the camera angles, but you can almost see him. It's like being dropped off a cliff in these ruts on each turn, and Wickstrom makes it 3. So 3 DNFs in a row. Jackson Murphy, let's break this streak. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club athlete out of Alaska. He has left the start gate. Luca Buckheister will be our next competitor to go up top. Here comes Jackson onto the first pitch.
Racer 73 and gate. He will be wearing bib 90.
Trouble there for Jackson, but he's kept it on course. Jackson Murphy through the saddle, leans inside. You can't do it in that section. The hill's so steep. Jackson Murphy off course will be a DNF. Ladies and gentlemen, that means we are down to a 50% finish ratio. A flip of the coin whether these athletes are finding the finish line. Luca Buckheister, though. Luca, a very strong skier, racing for the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. And Luca's a fighter as well. Look at that athletic, strong skiing, using the last 10 centimeters of those slalom skis, but he stays on course. Buckeister now through the saddle, onto the lower pitch. Buckeister holding it together, but he's not done yet. Buckeister, those hands up high, clearing the gates out of his way, trying to keep his balance, his upper body quiet, his feet move back and forth. Luca Buckeister making his way to the finish, and Luca Buckeister across the line. Nice job, Luca. And Luca finishing into 37th position. Sky Biglow will be our next competitor. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club athlete. Now in view on the upper pitch. Can Skylar put it through the finish line today? He was the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic scholarship winner yesterday. Awarded to the athletes in this field that embody the spirit of Murphy Roberts. Unfortunately, no luck today for Skylar Biglow. He will be another victim of the course. 74 out of the start, 37 through the finish. Still a toss of the coin is Bergen Harberts now. Will give it his best try. Bergen from Team Summit. Howelsen Hill is hard, ladies and gentlemen. The snow conditions today are hard. The visibility is bad. Just tough stuff. But these guys are working hard. And Harbert's looking strong, gets on his tail, makes a nice recovery to stay in it. Back he goes, a double pole plant. And he's still cutting his way through this course. I can sympathize for these guys as Harberts makes his way to the finish. Well done, Bergen.
Tyler for Esther.
38th position for Bergen. Didier Ramon on course, the Loveland Ski Club racer.
A schedule update? Schedule bump back, second run start.
Oh, what a straddle up there for Didier.
Inspection's currently open.
Michael Vitas will be our next competitor. Michael from Eldora. Here comes Vitas. Skiers that create a lot of angulation and get low through those turns, all we can see is their head in those ruts. It is not easy out there, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Vitas from Eldora now onto the lower pitch. Good line through that section between the hairpin and the flush. Vitas charging to the finish, creating some nice angles as he makes his way across the line. Vitas into 39th position. Wilson Walker now from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club on course, first-year FIS athlete. And this is a pretty rude introduction. These guys starting in the back of the pack, having to work their way up through the field. These really difficult snow conditions. One of the nice changes, though, that they've made in the Rocky Mountain Division for the U16s is that they race random order as opposed to the result of the finish. So all the competitors have to start in the back of the field some. It prepares them well for the transition to FIS, where they have to start back in the field. Wilson Walker doing a nice job to finish into 40th position. Coda Kaiser now on course. And let's give a big shout out to Coda, to everybody. He caught the attention of our race jury and our race workers yesterday as he went out on the first run, grabbed a rake, and worked that rake. He probably took about 50 runs raking the course, making it better for all the other competitors for the rest of the night yesterday. Coda Kaiser, the race worker of the day after he went out on the first run. So hats off to Yakota. Let's get him through the finish this time, though, so he can ski race his second run. Instead of push that rake. Coda Kaiser, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club racer. Coda, you're through. Coda, nice job. Coda, thanks for the work yesterday, but you're racing in the second run today, buddy. Thomas Robinson now on course. Robinson now off course. Robinson, tough break. Robinson from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club will not finish. Samuel Durner will be our next competitor. Durner from the Loveland Ski Club. Durner now on course up top. We see the athletes starting to inspect their second run course. Those that are left in the field. Here comes Durner. Seth Montgomery holding on to that coveted top 30 spot in 30th. Samuel Durner, to see if he can put one through the finish. That's the first order of business. And then maybe into the top 30. That would be a real treat for that second run. Durner doing a nice job down here on the lower section. Good, solid skiing for Durner as he reaches across the line. Well done, Samuel, into 38th position. Off course at the top of the course, it sounds like. Unfortunately, a short afternoon here for Grau. Grau Roda Maltas from Spain. Racing with the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He is a DNF. Leo Orton will be our next competitor. Leo from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Leo should show us a lot of fight out here today as he makes his way out of the start, down the upper race road and onto the first pitch. Here comes Leo Orton. Letting the skis run is Leo, and man, that gate has been straddled more. I don't think I've ever seen a gate straddled as many times as that flush right in that transition has been straddled. And like we talked about before, you just have to make a bit of an adjustment coming into it. The flush is not in line with the gates above it. It starts to turn. Those athletes that take a little bit of an elevated line can line it up and go through it. And those that go direct into it, well, they end up straddling, just like we saw right there from Orton. Brady Woods now on course. Brady from the Loveland Ski Club. Let's see if he can get the line right through that flush. He has. Saddle for Woods, and now onto the lower pitch. With the snowmaking early season, it's kind of a really cool bowl effect through that section. Very steep, hard to tell through the camera angles. It gradually starts to flatten in this section between the flush, or the hairpin and the flush. Brady Woods is through it. Now a few gates to go to the finish for Brady Woods. It's going to be another finisher across the line. Well done, Brady. Thalo Planto, our next competitor. Thalo, racing for the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. See if we can get Thalo through the finish. Getting bucked wide there, and Thalo's had enough. That's unfortunate. It'll be a DNF for Thalo. Soren Dumond will be our next competitor. Soren, racing for the Eldora Mountain Ski Club. We have 3 competitors left. You'll want to watch all the way to the end. Our final racer was our U18 champion, brought home a check for the U18 top spot. It's Trevor Palmquist. But this is Soren Dumond now on course. Soren racing for Eldora. Oh, and down on his side goes Soren, and he is out. Racers just move their body inside. They want to get to that next gate. And as soon as they move their body inside, the feet go out from underneath them. If they don't have the weight over that outside ski. Tough break for Dumont as Reese Marshall gets ready to go. Reese racing for Team Winter Park. Winter Park doing a good job getting some early training going. There were so many teams there over the Thanksgiving break training. A shout out to all of the Winter Park Resort Ops crew for their efforts to accommodate all these ski teams. Reese Marshall, local for the competition center, benefiting from that as well. So let's see if Reese can make his way down this lower part. It's kind of a reverse Lower Hughes effect through that section up there above. Falls away to the left instead of the right. Instead of the left. Either way, Reese Marshall has figured it out. He's found the finish. The Team Winter Park racer cuts his bib in half and finishes in 44th. All right, now it's our final racer, Trevor Palmquist from Team Summit. A lot on the line for Trevor. Yesterday he was the top U18. He'd love to get that again, put another check in the bank account, be able to shop for some great Christmas presents for friends and family. But in addition to that, Palmquist, if he gets through the finish, will have had a better than 50% finish ratio. If he doesn't, then we're under 50% for a finish ratio. So come on, Trevor, use those athletic skills. The slalom skier cut his teeth at a young age at Buck Hill. Now he's with Team Summit. This guy knows how to weave his way through the slalom gates. Trevor Palmquist, great skiing. Could he even bump it up into the top 30? Perhaps his teammate Seth Montgomery is in the spot right now. And across the finish, Trevor Palmquist into 36th. Nice job, Trevor. Well done. Put himself in a good spot to wrap things up here for the first run of slalom. What a tough first run for these men. Congratulations to everybody that made it down. That's a wrap on the first run. So we will be back with our second run for the men at 2:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 2:30 p.m. for the start of that men's second run. It's going to be a good one, so stay tuned. We've got Philip Volquist, the leader after the first run. See if he can hold on to that spot, a double, along with the overall prize money. He'd be walking out of here with $7,000 for 2 days of work. Really skiing well, the NCAA slalom champion back in 2024. At 2:30, we'll be back for our second run. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. As we
The Winter Sports Club is amazing. It is multi-sports, and it's the only club in the entire country that has as many winter sports as we're able to provide.
I feel like when you ask our kids about their life in Steamboat, their first thing they'll say is, we grew up in the Winter Sports Club.
It's sort of like a second family for me.
The Winter Sports Club, I think, was my upbringing.
I think Howelsen and the Winter Sports Club is one of the best places in the world.
It was almost another parent to me. We spent every opportunity we had down at the Winter Sports Club and enjoyed every minute of it.
Coming here after school and being with your friends and your coaches, it's just an awesome experience.
Almost every huge lesson or experience or great moment that that has changed them has happened through the Winter Sports Club.
You know, their notion of creating champions on and off the mountain really resonates with me, and I just think it's an incredible opportunity for the boys to be part of that.
There you go.
Every coach that I've ever worked with, you know, here at Winter Sports Club or see coaches on hill with these kids, from skiing to cross country to jumping to snowboarding coaches, every single one of them brings a large amount of passion and dedication to this sport.
And the culture that they become a part of, again, changes them. And whether or not they're winning or whether or not they want to be an Olympian, they can be the best version of themselves.
We're so fortunate in this town to have so many amazing people help raise these kids.
There's something to be said about growing up in a competitive environment and having the mentors that the SSWSC provided. And you know, I certainly don't think that I would have grown up to be the person that I am today without their influence on my life.
It's so unique and so special, and having seen great places in the world, there's nothing like this.
Really, the Winter Sports Club is appropriate for all kids. Every single kid can benefit from the Winter Sports Club.
All right, we've got our Forerunners on course. We are ready for the second run of slalom here at Howelsen Hill for the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic.
On course. Forerunner through the finish.
First Forerunner is down. We've got three Forerunners, and then it'll be time to race.
40967.
Leading the way out of the start is Seth Montgomery. Talked about him. First run, strong technical skier. Skiing into the coveted 30th spot where he gets to start first on the second run. See our Forerunners coming down on this side of the course. It's the shortest way down Howelsen Hill. It is also the steepest way down Howelsen Hill. There is not a flat spot to be had on this course until the final two gates. It's going to be an interesting test. It's going to be a big challenge for these athletes. But for guys like Seth Montgomery, who ran with bib 59 on the first run, getting to start first on this run, even though it's the steepest part of the hill, he's going to think this is a cakewalk compared to that first run. It'll be challenging for our top skiers, who will be running in the upper 20s to 30th, where Philip Volquist, our first run leader, will start. The course deterioration in that first run, by the time bib 30 came down, was substantial, which will make it a big challenge for those top skiers today. Now, it's not a guarantee. We're on a different part of the hill, so we're hopeful that this side will hold up a little bit better. We are as far to the skier's left of the face as I have seen. The way the hill came out after snowmaking, and again, we just put the top part of the hill together only a few days ago. That upper pitch on this far skier's left-hand side is as steep as I've seen any part of this hill. So that'll be interesting. But again, the plus side, it's the shortest line possible to the finish for these competitors. Some serious turns to be had. As we await Seth Montgomery from Team Summit, our first racer. There he is in the start.
It's on course.
All right, and Seth is on course. Porter Savage will follow him. Seth Montgomery, 30th fastest in the first run. And here comes Seth, Team Summit racer. This section, the steepest part of Howelsen Hill through those few turns. A slight break here in the saddle, but now it's steep again, and Seth is straddled. Taps both poles on the helmet, the universal sign of frustration for the slalom skier. Seth was licking his chops, all ready to go on that fresh, clean course start in number one. Fortunately, the run cut short for him. So now Porter Savage will look to set the pace here in run two, the Colorado Mountain College Flying Eagle. Our next skier out of the start. Savage now on course. Getting a little bit late, coming onto the steep pitch, really steep right there. Those two gates, almost a sheer vertical drop. Savage now, this section here with the delay, a little bit tricky. Savage holding it together. You see the debris from the tree that blew over just 2 days ago on the hill there as they make their way towards the finish. It has been a wild few days here at Howelsen Hill. Porter Savage putting down a savage-looking run as he skates his way to the finish, sets the pace. Savage.
First racer, finisher, and time 3-2.
And he'll take his spot on the leader saddle. He's excited to hop on that thing. So now Thomas Menon on course, and down goes Menon. Holy cow. What? Whoa. Just getting hucked over the lower face. That was insane. Wow. If you're going to go out, go big, ladies and gentlemen. As we watch.
Resuming race with 5th by 4 on starter's order.
What happened on that run there, Thomas Menon? Savage was feeling good in the finish. Here comes Thomas Menon over the breakover, getting in the back seat as he comes into view, into the hairpin, straddles the first gate of the hairpin, gets bucked low, all of a sudden over is tumbling down the hill. Peter Menon. What a great crash that was for Thomas Menon. Wow. All right, here's Owen Wither. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club racer. Porter Savage on the leader saddle down at the bottom. Wither looking to take that top spot, get himself on the leader saddle here, the FM Light & Sons leader saddle. The goal for these competitors. Oh, and getting a little twisted there is Wither. And he reaches across the line, and he's done it. Top spot for Wither. Oscar Park next on course. Here comes Oscar, racer for the Apex 2100 Academy based out of Tignes, France. Oscar almost laying down horizontally through that delay. Now he gets the rhythm. Hometown boy Owen Wither with a hefty lead in the finish. Can Oscar Park reaches to the line, and Park into second position. Isaac Mosen, our next competitor. Mosen, racer for Nevada Reno. That hairpin up there on the steepest part of the hill is tough. Mosen getting airborne between the turns. Wither in the lead, but for the intermediate time for Mosen, he's second fastest on this run so far. So this is going to be tight between he and Wither, our leader in the finish. Sitting on the FM Light & Sons leader saddle, Isaac Mosen from the University of Nevada, Reno. Nice tempo down there. Wither had a little bobble down there. Mosen was beautiful at the finish, and Mosen across into the lead. That lower section was fantastic from Mosen. And he moves into the lead. Chase Kelly now on course. Chase Oh, and Chase getting low, coming on the breakover. He is so frustrated. Hands down at his side. As Mosen hopped up onto that FM Light & Sons leader's saddle. So you can get that cowboy hat on. There we go. Mosen, he's going to sit there for now. His teammate, Engelbrett Algeris, will be coming into view. Here he comes. See if he can unseat his teammate in the leader's saddle down at the bottom. Well done through that really steep section. Slightly flatter, but still really steep through here. That tricky delay. And Engelbrett skiing solid. Comes through the flush on the lower pitch. Algeris looks solid. He was the fastest on the run at the intermediate time. Things looking good for him. Mosen was so fast at the bottom, but Algeris just set the new fastest time. Into the lead, fastest second run, fastest time overall, as Adrian Minda-Hunshammer, now the University of Denver Pioneer, makes his way on the lower pitch. That is tricky coming onto the pitch. We saw Hunshammer get pushed low, but he gets his elevation, dances through that hairpin at the steepest part of the hill in good condition. Hunshammer, now he's got his rhythm and flow, but the delay, he straddles. Hunshammer is out. Adrian Hunshammer with the DNF, and that leaves Nick Kerwood up next out of the start. Nick Kerwood racing for the Boston College. Here comes Kerwood through that difficult section. Kerwood running a low line, keeping the momentum, keeping the speed. Kerwood, a gutty run down here. Getting a little bit twisted, but keeping the momentum, go down the hill. Nicky Kerwood gets those feet through the flush. And he gets bucked again, and it's just a little bit too much rodeo for Kerwood. Tough break for Nicky Kerwood. So Cooper Iacobelli will be our next racer coming at us. Iacobelli racing for Nevada Reno. Hanging in there. His teammate, Engelbrett Algeris, is in the finish, in the leader's saddle. Here comes Cooper Iacobelli across the line. And Iacobelli skis into second position. Fourth fastest on that second run. Sitting just behind by about 0.8 of a second. His teammate, our leader, Engelbrett Algeris. All right, Jules Bauer now on course. Jules also Jules, another University of Nevada Wolfpack racer. He's really letting them go, hitting the edge a few times, a little bit too heavy down here near the bottom for Bauer. Algeris was so solid down there, and into second for Bauer. Closing the gap, but still a few tenths off our leader, Algeris. Sitting in the top spot, we're 1-2 for Nevada Reno. All right, here comes Axel Lindmeyer, another racer from the Apex 2100 Academy program, and I have no clue how Axel Lindmeyer got his skis around all those gates in that steep section. It's like skiing down a cliff in that zone. This kid's athletic. This kid can move his feet through some slalom gates, and Axel Lindmeyer staying on course. That certainly cost him some time up there. It was a little bit slow on the intermediate, but now he's putting it together down here. Never count Lindmeyer out. He reaches across the finish, and Axel Lindmeyer skiing into fourth position. Nicolas Quintero will be our next competitor now coming into view. So now we see him on this lower section. Let's see what Quintero can do on the bottom of the course. That colorful Argentinian suit is really good skiing for Quintero near the bottom, and Quintero crossing into third position. Nevada Reno skier getting comfortable on that FM Light and Sons leader saddle is Eric Reinhem Caveno. Now on course, Eric racing for the University of Denver Pioneers, sticking his nose down the fall line through that section. Gutty skiing for Caveno. As he gets through it, the course is starting to deteriorate. We're going to see this. You get a guy like Haldras putting in a fast run early, and it could hold up for a long time, but Caveno is putting the challenge to it. He was 7th at the intermediate, so he's got some work to do down here, does Caveno, as he crosses the line into third position. And here we go. So similar to yesterday, we saw some athletes sitting in that leader's chair for a while. And this time, the Nevada Reno Wolfpack has it with Ingebret Haldras, as now it's Benny Brown, Dartmouth College racer, making his way down the hill. Benny, veteran, savvy racer, linking it up through the delay onto the lower section. Benny Brown giving it a hard charging effort here. Brown trying to huck himself down the hill, keep the momentum going. He's real close on the intermediate. It's going to be close to the finish line. Benny Brown across, and he moves into 5th position. Oh, he wanted that top spot on the leader saddle. All right, here comes Alec Nolan. If Alec can put a clean run down the hill, this St. Lawrence University skier has got a real shot at sitting on top of that leader's saddle. He's letting it run, running a low line, barely snaking his way through. Thank goodness that delay was there. Alec Nolan, incredible recovery to stay on the course. That definitely cost him a bit of time, but he was going so fast before, so direct through that flush. Alec Nolan, this is a wild and crazy run for Nolan. Here he comes to the finish. He crosses the line. Alec Nolan into the top spot. Wow. 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 That's some athletic skill, crazy athletic skill for Nolan. He sits on that leader's saddle. Well earned. There's no sitting back and letting things happen from Nolan. He's getting after it. Here comes Philip Crota, the Colorado Mountain College skier, knows this hill well. Member of the Flying Eagles program. He's skiing strong. It's strong skiing. It's solid skiing. It's opposite of what we saw from Nolan. Nolan was hucking himself. Crota skiing solid, getting a little bit low down here. Who's it going to be, Crota or Nolan? It's going to be Crota into third as Nolan retains his spot on top of that FM Light and Sons leader saddle. I just have to take my hat off to Alec Nolan, the way he's skiing right now. It looks like Styron having some trouble up above, and he's out. Tough break for Styron as we flip on the screen here. Let's see if we can get another look at that run from Alec Nolan as Tommy Hoffman gets ready to go at the top. Nolan just on the edge. This was incredible through this section. It is so steep. I don't know how Alex stayed in the course. So impressive. And then barely snaking his way through that flush. You saw how close the tips got to the double in that flush. Alec Nolan, hats off to you, buddy. You sit on the FM Light and Sons leader saddle. Here comes Thomas Hoffman, racing for the University of Denver, the Aussie, making his way. This is good-looking skiing from Hoffman. Looks like he's picking up the pace a little bit. Good, solid run at the intermediate, 7th fastest. So off the pace a little bit by Nolan, but it's hard to tell from Nolan. He was so scrappy. Hoffman getting a little bit low. Then he hits the edges a bit hard before the flats. That accentuates the error. And into 4th goes Hoffman. I think he had a good run going, but it cost himself a little bit of time down there near the bottom. Now it's Jack Bowers on course. Oh, and Jack Bowers on his side, back up. Cost him some time for sure, but the hill's so steep there, the momentum is earned back quickly. The problem is Alec Nolan, sitting in our FM Light and Sons leader's chair, had such a fast run. Bowers has got a lot of work to do down here. Oh, and he gets hung up again, and he couldn't quite get it around.
15 out.
So Jack Bowers goes off course. Now our next racer on course. This will be Brad Underhill. Brad racing for the Apex 2100 program out of Team France. And here comes Underhill. Alec Nolan currently in our top spot at the moment. Down at the finish, we've got 10 racers to go. Brad Underhill. Solid skiing so far. He was fast at the intermediate. Underhill now getting a little bobble right before the flush. Super good job to recenter his balance to get through that flush. Underhill, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be close. Brad Underhill charging to the line, and he crosses into first place. We've got a new leader, Underhill, by nearly 0.8 of a second. Well done from Underhill. Julian Arthur, one to watch, coming up here next. Arthur was second fastest yesterday as he throws his left ski into the air coming into view. Super athletic to stay on course. Julian Arthur, this kid is flying today. His slalom is on form this season. So good to see from the Middlebury College racer out of Vail. Julian Arthur, look at this skiing, ladies and gentlemen. Really strong stuff. As he makes his way towards the finish, Julian Arthur, it was fast at the intermediate. It's going to be fast at the finish. Mr. Julian Arthur has taken the lead by 0.4 of a second. So well done for Julian. And here comes Jevin Palmquist now. The action just ramps up to another level. Jevin Palmquist, Team Summit racer. Let's see this guy hold it together down here. Solid, good skiing for Palmquist. He was fast at the intermediate too. This could be a new leader. Here comes Palmquist charging the line, and it is a new leader. Jevin Palmquist by 0.7 of a second. Jevin Palmquist onto the top spot. Oh, an exciting entry into the lower pitch from Pierre Charest, the Canadian racer. Charest now with the University of Utah. It is rodeo time here at Howelsen. We need Brent Romick and John Shipley doing the call here. Our rodeo commentators, it is rodeo time right now as Charest, a good solid run. Charest to the line and into second position for Pierre. So Jevin Palmquist gets himself comfortable there on the top of the FM Light & Sons leader's saddle. Christian Oliveira Sovic, our next competitor. Out of the start, here comes Sovic, University of Denver racer. So good looking ski, good solid. We saw the outside ski kind of drift in that rut that's formed just before the flush, but Oliveira keeping his momentum down the hill, holding it together, and Sovic will reach across and into fourth position for Sovic. Palmquist still in that top spot, but Justin Bigetel from the University of Colorado might have something to say about that. Biggie with a half-second advantage over Palmquist after run one. So that's the cushion he has to play with. Palmquist skied really well, but Biggie is not holding back. Justin Bigetel, the Buffalo, hucking himself down the hill. Justin Bigetel, an attacking run. There is all-out ski racing happening from Justin Bigetel. This has been an aggressive charging effort from Biggie. He wants the big money. Bigetel reaching to the line, and he'll cross into third position. Man, that was a good effort. It just shows how well Palmquist skied, that he can stay comfortable there atop the leader's saddle with a run like that from Bigetel. I thought that was really going to give him a run for the money. Now it's Jay Poulter's turn. Jay the University of Utah skier who's on the Stiefel U.S. ski team. Poulter has won here at the Holiday Classic before in the slalom, and this is a good-looking run from Poulter up there. He maintains his elevation. He's clean on his skis, and now he's down on his backside, and Poulter is out. We hope that Poulter is okay. That was a little bit of a big crash. Big crash there for Poulter as we go back up and see what happened up there for Jay Poulter. He was really charging, going for the money. I really like the skiing. He had good elevation in there, but then he got a little bit inside, got the ski stuck in the rut, and it shot him out like a cannon, and down he went on his side, and that is a tough break for Jay. He was in good position to make something happen. Tough break for Jay. But now we've got our second fastest skier from the first run. This is Joost Spratten Erland. Joost racing for the University of Utah. Burst onto the scene last year here at the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic with a GS win, his first time down. See if he can pick up a slalom victory here today. Fast run from Palmquist. It's going to take a lot to overtake him. Here he comes the line, reaching across and into second position for Erland. Jevin Palmquist holding on to the top spot with one racer left with a chance, legitimate chance to beat him. So, here we go. Last year, Camden Palmquist took both slalom wins. This year, Jevin Palmquist is sitting on the leader's saddle, while the final racer with a chance to overtake him is on course. This is Philip Wahlquist from the University of Colorado, and this guy flat out knows how to ski slalom down Howelsen Hill. The NCAA slalom champion from 2024 on this very hill. The winner last night at America's Night Slalom, and Wahlquist is pouring it on down here on the lower section. Philip Wahlquist from the University of Colorado, and he's crushed it. He's done it by 0.81. Philip Wahlquist yet again on top of the leader's saddle. Philip Wahlquist, University of Colorado. He's made himself a home here at Howelsen Hill. What a performance. So impressed. Wahlquist handles the pressure of being in that top spot. We've seen it time and time again. You put that guy in the lead, and he is going to take it. Philip Wahlquist, have yourself a day. Have yourself a weekend. The University of Colorado Buffalo back on the leader's saddle. He will live on in Holiday Classic infamy with his name being engraved on the overall trophy to go along with today's victory. Impressive skiing from Wahlquist. He gets the cowboy hat on, the hands in the air. Takes me back to 2024. That victory helped seal a win by the Colorado Buffaloes. Had he finished second, Utah would have won the title. Colorado winning by 2 points, and 3 points the difference in NCAA scoring between first and second. This guy is a gamer. Comes Aiden Rafferty Olsen, our next competitor on course. He was 31st fastest after the first run. And he's doing a great job. Oh! And he straddles right before the hairpin. I loved how he was sticking his neck down the fall line. The one thing I always tell the athletes when they're starting in that 31st spot is you've got to make everybody believe that they're still in that top 30 flip. And Rafferty Olsen was doing just that. He was pouring himself down the hill, skiing fast.
4-5 on course.
But tough break
3-4
for him.
will not start.
So here
6-8
comes
in the gate.
Matthew Basson. Remember Basson on that first run making a great recovery and skiing the flush backwards down at the bottom. This time, no recovery at the top. He is out in a tough way to finish things up for Matty Ice. I'm sure he was really getting after it up there. Things getting chewed up for these guys as they really attack. So we're going to see Jack Morris next out of the start. Jack Morris racing for the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. Our top three, Joost Broughton Erland in third, Jevin Palmquist in second, Philip Valquist in first, unofficially, as we continue with Jack Morris, and Jack Morris taking an exit from this course. It has been a long stretch for a lot of these athletes, a lot of travel, a lot of racing, training. It's been a rough start to the year. A lot of them had finals at school, just finishing things up, and they can be excused if they're a little bit tired at this point. Put a big challenging hill like this with flat, light, difficult snow conditions and a set on the steepest part of the hill. And there's going to be some carnage. So, but now we've got the race within the race, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Kafka from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club up next out of the start. He will lead a string of 5 U18 racers that also happen to be our top 5 U18s. There's $250 in prize money on the line for the top U18. And unfortunately, it's not going to go to Matthew Kafka as he is off course before he even comes into view. Tough break for Kafka. That puts none other than Trevor Palmquist in the driver's seat now for that top U18 prize. Trevor took it yesterday, starting second to last. Today, he started dead last, skied a gutsy run, a great performance, and now he has a chance to take that top spot, see if he can join his brother Jevin again on the awards podium. So here comes Trevor, the first-year FIS athlete from Team Summit. Looking really good is Palmquist at the halfway point. This does not look like a first-year FIS competitor. He looks like a grizzled veteran out here. Smart tactics, good technical, strong skiing from Palmquist as he makes his way through the final few turns. This is going to be a high standard for the other U18s to try to beat Trevor Palmquist through into 23rd position overall. That was great skiing for Palmquist. And now we watch the race within the race. Up next, Matthew McDermott. He's from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club, currently in second amongst the U18s that are still in the mix. So, McDermott, this is good skiing. Palmquist set a high bar. McDermott says, I'm game. The difference between the two, only 11 hundredths of a second after the first run. So McDermott right in this mix. Oh, until the flush ate him up, spit his ski out.
Copy, 60 out.
So a tough break for McDermott as the field of U18s gets whittled down, but we've got another good one in the start. This is Luca Buckheister. Luca's now on course, another racer from the Aspen Valley Ski and Snowboard Club. He's just 3/4 of a second behind Palmquist after the first run for that top U18 prize. Let's see if Luca can bring it home now. Luca with those long, strong slalom legs, navigating these round, difficult turns on the Howelsen Hill face. Buckheister, the high line, his trademark, keeping the direction above the gate. Oh, and getting a little hung up there coming out of the flush. Here comes Buckheister towards the finish. A few bobbles and mistakes. Palmquist's run was almost perfect, but Luca's charging all the way to the line, and Luca moving into 24th position, just behind Palmquist. So one more skier right here in this U18 mix, Samuel Derner. Derner from the Loveland Ski Club. He was the 5th fastest U18 after the first run. This group of 5 U18s, they're all chasing after Trevor Palmquist now, who laid down a beautiful second run. Durner getting a little bit low and late. Right before this bottom flush, Samuel Durner, he skied himself well today, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to overtake Palmquist. Still a potential spot in the medals for the U18s for Durner as he reaches across the line. Third fastest U18. He skis into 25th place overall. And here comes our next racer, Bergen Harberts. Really liked how Bergen skied that first run, the Team Summit racer. These Team Summit racers are showing well here at the Holiday Classic. That delay couldn't have come at any better spot for Bergen as he goes wide, but the delay was there. He stays on course. Bergen Harberts, getting a little stuck coming out of that flush. So difficult. The course, you can see, is starting to get beat up yet again. But Harberts has kept it together. He's going to make his way through the finish. And Bergen Harberts across the line is Michael Vitas now on the upper section of the course. Harberts into 26th position. Here comes Vitas. Michael Vitas from Eldora. Now on the upper pitch, that section so steep up there. And Vitas getting low. I was going to say the same thing about the delay for him until I saw he was underneath that blue gate. So it'll be a DQ, DNF for Michael Vitas. He's off course. Wilson Walker from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club will be our next racer out of the gate. Here comes Wilson. His first Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic experience. Let's see if we can get Wilson through the finish. Doing a nice job down here through the midsection around that delay. Really difficult, interesting set. Wilson Walker dancing through the flush at the bottom part of the course. Wilson Walker keeping it together. Nice job, Wilson. That is good stuff. Finishing in such difficult conditions. Wilson Walker could walk out of here, will walk out of here with a top 30 performance. Coda Kaiser now on course, another Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club racer. We talked about it last night. He went out first run and then worked the rake the rest of the night, helping the rest of the competitors have a better course. And now today he got the finish in the first run, so he can attack this second run and put on a show for everybody watching. Coda Kaiser navigating through those difficult turns in the steep part of the Howelsen Hill face. Now he's onto the lower section. Starts to let the skis run towards the finish. This is good skiing for Kaiser. Coda Kaiser reaching to the line. Kaiser cross into 27th position, moving up a spot. Coda Kaiser will have himself a top 30 result here at the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. Brady Woods, our second to last competitor, now on the upper section of the course. Good looking skiing here from Brady Woods. Brady, Loveland Ski Club racer. Getting those tips down, driving those tips into the top of the rut. Back and forth, good high line there for Brady Woods. Into the flush. Making his way towards the finish. About 5 gates to go for Brady Woods to be a Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic finisher. Through the final hairpin, here he comes. Brady Woods across the line. He's got himself a 29th place outcome. He will be in the top 30 here for this Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic because there is one left. It's Reese Marshall from Team R Park, and Reese is on course. Reese now in view. He's made it past the road and onto the lower pitch. Reese Marshall will not race on a steeper course than what he just navigated right there the rest of his career, I'll bet, as he makes his way towards the lower section. Doing a good job keeping it online, the Team Winter Park racer. About 10 gates to go for Marshall. Clearing those poles out of his way, keeping those hands up in front. As Reese Marshall makes his way to the line, across the line. And Reese Marshall into 30th. We got a top 30 for our final racer. And that's going to be a wrap on this year's Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. Congratulations to all of the competitors. It was an exciting race. It was a difficult race.
Nice work, everybody. Tough 2 days.
Now it's time for a nice holiday break.
Everything comes down. Gate, D-net gets rolled and brought down to the lodge.
A race to remember. Maybe not for all the best reasons for every competitor in the field. For Philip Volquist, certainly a race to remember. For all the right reasons as we look at our unofficial top 15. So congratulations to all the competitors. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're glad that you watched. And we'll see you next time for the Murphy Roberts Holiday Classic. Happy holidays.